If you are looking for signs for your team or business, look no further than High Tech Signs and Apparel, a state-of-the-art full-service sign shop. And from the clean and modern off-like shop to the latest technology in designing and producing signs, High Tech Signs has a sales staff of over 25 years experience to cater your every need. Services include large format digital printing, interior signage, exterior signage, vehicle solutions, and apparel. When it comes to solving the sign problems, the solution is High Tech Signs and Apparel. Located at 3359 Middle Road, Suite 2 in Bettendorf, you can call them with any of your questions at 563-449-9400. High Tech Signs and Apparel, proud sponsors of Muscatine Riverhawks football. All-American Diner, the leading restaurant serving Muscatine County and surrounding areas since 2020. Serving breakfast all day as well as lunch and dinner. They offer a fish fry every Friday and a buffet on the weekends. For your next meal, visit All-American Diner in Muscatine or call for more information at 563-263-2224. All-American Diner, proud sponsors of Muscatine Riverhawks. The Quad City Insulators. With over a decade in home comfort, the Quad City Insulators exist to serve the needs of their homeowners, architects, farmers, and business owners. The amount of money that is wasted due to heating and cooling loss has created a strong demand for not only their superior products, but superior workmanship. They can be contacted at 309-373-0505 and are proud sponsors of the Muscatine River.
The following broadcast is a production of the Riverhawks Media Network and is property of the Muscatine Riverhawks. Any reproduction or retransmission of this broadcast without the expressed written consent of Muscatine Riverhawks football is strictly prohibited.
And welcome to a new episode of Riverhawks Weekly. I am play-by-play announcer Tyler Bean. Alongside me, my partner in crime, former Monmouth College wide receiver Jake Landry. Jake, we finally got 1 week in the books. All the talk of a potential season and us talking about, oh yeah, a football game's going to happen. It's over and done. We had our first broadcast yesterday. How are you doing, bud?
Well, I'm excited because I finally got to witness my first game in 8-man. It's definitely quite a different experience from what I'm used to, but I enjoyed it nonetheless. There was a lot of action going on yesterday, even with the conditions, and I can't wait to talk about it.
Well, I can't wait to talk about it either. And, we talked about this all day yesterday, it being our first broadcast on the Riverhawks Media Network. My first time calling a game, your first time being side by side with a partner to break down the action. And we've got plenty to give to you today here in episode number 4 of what is a young 2021 MA8FL season. And it starts with our new segment here called The Rundown, presented by Nutrition Outlet. These scores from this past weekend in the MA8FL, something we wanted to quickly break down. Obviously, the Quad City Nighthawks, a brand new team to the MA8FL, along with the Tri-State Timberwolves. They battled on Saturday in Davenport. The Quad City Nighthawks playing in very similar conditions as we did yesterday. That game was a 7-0 victory to the Nighthawks. Moving on, the Midwest Hawks defeat MST pretty single-handedly there, 70-12. The defending champion Peoria Punishers go 1-0, beating the Central State Savages, another new team in the league, 36-12. The Effingham County Storm and the Clark County Chiefs both go to a bye. Now, Jake, any games out there that you want to kind of point out for us?
Well, obviously, the big one, Midwest Hawks putting up 70 on the Mid-State Thunderbirds 12. Obviously, that's our opponent next week, and there's already talk all over social media that the Riverhawks are the underdog in that game. It's hard to gauge exactly, especially on week 1, and you can't really gauge based off of our game this week because the conditions were just that bad. It's early in the season. We don't know what to expect next week, but I still think it's going to be a good game. But I think the Riverhawks should come ready to battle because obviously Midwest Hawks came out there and made a statement with that game, which is something to look forward to next week.
Yeah, great point, Jake. And another question that I wanted to ask you, just looking at this Nighthawks Timberwolves game, quite a few people in attendance. The field conditions, again, we talked about it yesterday, the same story in Davenport, not the greatest. What does it mean for a first-year team in a new league to get a win, regardless of whether it's by 7 or by 50 and change like it was for the Hawks?
Well, it's like I said, like I wanted my key to the games for the Riverhawks this week was to set the tone, only it's got more implications than that. That is your first win as a franchise. That is one that everybody is going to remember for years to come. They're still going to talk about it next year. They're going to talk about it the year after. And, it just puts every team, when you're a new franchise, in a good position. It gives you momentum and makes you feel like, yes, we're here. We made a statement. We belong in this league. We're going to show you that week by week.
Well, I tell you, not to put any pressure on another team, but the Nighthawks do have the Peoria Punishers next week, and I can probably guarantee you're going to need more than 7 points to beat a team like that in a class organization like the Punishers. But regardless, let's break down our game. Our game yesterday on the Riverhawks Media Network, the Muscatine Riverhawks beat the Burlington Express 24-0. And Jake, we talked about the keys to the game yesterday. You talked about setting the tone, bringing the tempo, bringing the pressure. It seemed like early on both teams really didn't have a very good gel, a very good groove, whether that be for the field conditions or the countless penalties that we saw early on, the offsides, the false starts, roughing the passer we saw early on. Burlington there early in the first quarter had very, very good opportunities to strike blood in the water first, but the Riverhawks defense really dug in, got turnovers on down when they needed it. Were there guys on the defense that really stuck out to you?
Oh, definitely on defense. You had Robert Jones, who played both sides of the ball, but he had a monster game. We called his name a couple times. He was able to get 1 sack, an interception, and a couple tackles for losses. He was in that backfield all day, and that was exciting to watch. Definitely a player that we are excited to see progress throughout the season. And then Javon Menard, he had 1 interception, and what I loved was how aggressive he was on the edge. He was setting the edge. He was not letting anybody get outside of him, especially when quarterbacks are trying to roll out and make plays with their feet. He was right there, form tackling, making it happen there on the edge at cornerback.
Yeah, I tell you what, Javon Menard, or Vu as a lot of his teammates and us here in the booth like to call him, he was bouncing around with his headphones on, bobbing his head. He was feeling it from the time he got out of his car onto the field for pregame warmups. And Vu, if you're watching, we love that energy and we want to see more of that for the rest of the year. That's the kind of energy and play that you want to see out of a defense that really is on a mission to, set records and be a single unit and championship unit. And yesterday they certainly set the tone. My next question for you, Jake, is for the offense yesterday. We saw early on very slow, not a whole lot of first downs, not a whole lot of yards. What players, maybe outside of our Dam View player of the game, Zachary Taylor with 3 touchdowns, who on the offense really shined yesterday and really took the Riverhawks to a big win?
Big thing to think about yesterday, those field conditions were awful. So
right.
There was wind, it was muddy, that ball was slippery. It was hard for Zach Taylor or Kyle Franklin to really get a hold of that ball. So there was no throwing, so we haven't been able to see any receivers yet. But if we're talking players who stood out, Zach Taylor with his 3 touchdowns, well, he can't do that without his offensive line. So I'm going to give credit to that entire offensive line who went up there and gave a huge push, and they were able to get in the end zone a bunch of times off the back of him. But there was other rushing touchdowns out there. Robert Jones, like we mentioned on defense, he had himself a rushing touchdown. And Laji Diallo was able to get in the end zone on a pretty good run. He broke a few tackles, and he was able to get into open space, and he got in there for 6. And that's what I'm hoping to see establish a run game next week as well, but we'll get more into that later.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. That offensive line was fantastic. Enjoyed calling that. Me being a former offensive and defensive lineman, I love seeing the work in the trenches. You talk about guys like Bobby Smith, a guy that's never played center. We had him on an earlier podcast. Not only getting ready to play a center, but then getting the absolute worst field conditions to snap a football. He definitely handled his own yesterday. And then another one that I want to mention is Raquan Jefferson. I mean, that man's just like Vu, just on the offensive side. He was in his mindset yesterday, headphones on, dancing around the field for warm-ups. That's the kind of energy you want. It's relaxed, it's fun, that's what it's supposed to be. Yes, we know the Riverhawks every single week are going to treat that game like a business trip, whether that's in Muscatine, like we will be next week for the home opener. Stick around for that information later. But at the same time, you want to be able to have fun. This is a game after all. Guys are going to bounce around, dance on the field. It's supposed to be fun and enjoyable. And Raquan Jefferson, that big man, had himself a couple of pancakes yesterday. And don't forget, big man, I'm taking a bottle of syrup to the home opener next week for our offensive linemen. Be sure to get yourself a couple of swigs of that. But just the overall tempo from that offensive line, they dealt with the worst conditions, and they did that well. And, Jake, one other player that I want to mention, and this gets missed a lot, not only in this league, but across football in general. Special teams was a big deal. And we saw from the first kickoff of Burlington, the ball went out of bounds, and the Riverhawks got field position, very good field position early. John Braymeyer, the kicker, whether it was punts or kickoffs, he was pretty much landing them in the end zone every single time. And field position on a day like yesterday really matters.
Oh, absolutely, and credit to him because he flipped the field. What a punter's job is to do is to flip the field whenever you get into a fourth down situation and you can't convert. So you want to pin them back as far as you can. In this league, it's a lot easier to do because the field is short. However, it allows for more chances to return, but he didn't really allow that. He put the ball exactly where he needed it to be, and that was really a big deal and a game changer for that offense, especially since how good that defense was doing.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, partner. And, that's the thing. I've coached John. I know John on a personal level, and a great attitude, great mindset. And given the conditions yesterday, he did a fantastic job. Overall for the team, a fantastic job. You lay a goose egg in week 1, home opener week 2. Really now you got to start to fire on all cylinders, come out with a home win in week 2. And that's what we'll debut here after we have our guests for the week. So stick around for that. We got Brandon Burjoyce and Dalton McCarty joining us here on the Riverhawks Media Network. Let's take a quick break and bring it back to you live here shortly. Stick around, folks.
Holler's Bar and Grill. Food to drool over and entertainment to make you dance. This is what you would imagine in a Quad Cities bar, and Holler's Bar and Grill is just the place to have it. Serving happy hour every day from 3 to 5 p.m. with daily drink and food specials. They also deliver. Contact them at 309-277-9028. Holler's Bar and Grill, proud sponsors of Muscatine Riverhawks football.
Have some critters bugging you and your home team or business? Call The Bugman, the top quality pest control service in Muscatine. Services include tackling ants, bed bugs, bees, cockroaches, fleas or mites, hornets, wasps, home inspections, and so much more. Give them a call at 563-554-2847. The Bugman, proud sponsor of the Muscatine Riverhawks. Looking to level up your game this offseason? Or take care of your body mid-season for that late season playoff push? Then Badlands Fitness is the place for you. Badlands Fitness is the Quad Cities' choice for elite athletic training for athletes of all ages, all sports, and levels. Contact them at 309-617-6416. Badlands Fitness, proud sponsors of Muscatine Riverhawks football. Welcome back here, Riverhawks Media Network, Episode 4 Riverhawks Weekly. We are joined by two Riverhawks players, offensive and defensive lineman Brandon Burjoyce and defensive end and linebacker Dalton McCarty. Gentlemen, thank you so much for taking the time to join us today.
Thanks for having us.
All right, I'm going to start. Dalton, quick question. How were the field conditions yesterday from your point of view? We got to the field at about, I'd say about 9:30, 10 o'clock, and the field didn't look too bad, but all that rain that came in Burlington yesterday, easily by the start of the game and even halftime, we could tell that it was starting to wear down. So just give us a little bit of insight on that.
It was hard to get your footing, especially for linemen, trying to get leverage and, make a play on the ball. It's hard to keep your footing in that kind of situation. So, running down the field wasn't the best either.
Yeah, absolutely. And, that was something that we saw in the broadcast booth. people were slipping and sliding all over the place, so I could imagine that was a big challenge.
So, Brandon, I'm going to throw this question at you. Same question, basically. On the offensive side of the ball, how did the field conditions affect that game? Because it was getting really sloppy near the end. So how did that affect the offensive side of the ball?
I wouldn't say it was impossible to move guys, because it definitely wasn't. But when you're sinking 4 or 5 inches in the mud and trying to push off of that, it makes things a lot harder. You got to reevaluate how your run blocking scheme is, how your pass blocking sets are. You've really got to reevaluate all those things when you're playing in conditions that you're sinking 4 to 5 inches in the mud, and it just makes things a lot harder.
Yeah, especially at the offensive line position where footwork is everything. Footwork determines if you get to your man or not. So definitely something that will affect the game anytime conditions are that bad.
Dalton, back to you. Listen, we enjoyed yesterday's inaugural broadcast, and I think your defense couldn't have done a better job yesterday against a Burlington team that really was looking to fire on all cylinders. How fun and exciting is it to lay a goose egg for you and your defense week 1 to set the tone?
Oh, it proves a good statement for how good the defense actually is. I know the weather conditions took it out. Making plays and stuff, but I think with the linemen, the D linemen will have a better opportunity on a solid ground and be able to get more pressure on a quarterback. And it goes back to footing. You can't really make a move or anything, but I think the defense is pretty solid. Pretty big guys. They know what they're doing. They stick to fundamentals and apply to the football.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And, we not only did we talk about the field conditions yesterday, but early on in the game, we saw a lot of cheap penalties, a lot of false starts, offsides, and really early on in the first quarter there, Dalton, Burlington was driving and was close to striking first blood there early on in the game. And you guys, whether that was a turnover on downs or whether that was whether it was a turnover on downs or whether it was a turnover that you guys created, you guys found a way to do it, and we couldn't have been happier to call that yesterday, and it was fantastic.
So, Brandon, this one's going to you. Obviously, halftime adjustments had to be made, and so Kyle Franklin was replaced by Zach Taylor later in the game. How did you and your offense adjust to that switch at the quarterback position?
Really, in my opinion, for being an offensive lineman, the only thing that you really have to adjust for is how they say the cadence. It's bigger for the receivers and bigger for the running backs whenever you go from a right-handed quarterback to a left-handed quarterback. But as an offensive lineman, it was easier for us to adjust than it is for our wide receivers and running backs. And I got to give them props for being able to do that.
Absolutely. Zach Taylor, once again, our MVP of the game yesterday. Great performance by him. But no, definitely thanks to the front line is the main reason why he had such a good performance in that second half for sure.
Yeah, no doubt, partner. Hey, Dalton, really quick, just you personally, what drives you to be a great defensive player personally? And then follow up that question with what's gonna drive you to be a great player on this defensive unit this year?
I just love flying around and hitting people. That's my biggest thing. Then just being around a group of guys that I can rely on behind me with the linebackers and the safeties and allow me to do my thing on the D line and get off the ball and not have to worry about so much as what's going on behind me, because I can rely on the guys that are on the field I'm with.
Yeah, any NFL player that you kind of emulate your game on the defensive side?
It's been said, but J.J. Watt probably. He's a physical player, fast, dynamic. He's a monster on the field.
Well, I don't know if you got some inside information on my partner here, Jake Landry. He's from Texas and a huge Texan fan. Unfortunately, J.J. Watt, not a Texan anymore, but I'm sure he'll always have a place in his heart. So that's actually a great answer. Thanks for asking.
Well, we love J.J. Watt in Houston, no matter what uniform he's in. He did a lot for that city. But moving on, because that's a tough subject. Brandon, throwing it to you now. Obviously, a slower week for the offense. Conditions kind of kept y'all from, I guess, doing a full game plan. So, other than that, there is some things that can't be overlooked. What does this offense need to do to come out next week on a better note than what y'all ended on yesterday?
I think as a whole, the offense in the first half, we weren't in rhythm. And in the second half, after halftime, we made those adjustments. We became more in rhythm with each other. I really think next week coming into that, we'll be able to continue that same rhythm that we had in the second half, where we're all gelling well together. I think personally, I think next week will be better. We're going to improve from here on out, and then playoffs will be here.
Of course, and it being a home game is, of course, a big deal. That's going to make it a lot easier because you're not having to travel. You're used to that field. Also, conditions, and it's something I touched upon at halftime and throughout the entire game, setting that tempo, getting comfortable, getting your quarterback comfortable, and everybody just getting in a rhythm.
Yeah, week one jitters, week one mulligans, if you will. Guys, for any mistakes you made on the field, I guarantee you my partner and I probably made twice that, if not 5 times that in the broadcast tent. So don't go so hard on yourselves, guys. You're doing a fine job. Dalton, my last question for you, and I think my partner's going to have an identical one for Brandon. Home opener next week, Military Appreciation Week. You got a Midwest Hawks team that was in the championship game last year coming into town. How's the vibe on the team right now, getting prepared for that game? How do you feel personally about getting the home opener out of the way and hopefully coming away with another week 1 W? Or week 2 W, excuse me.
I feel like it's going to be a very hyped game. I know we got some guys on our team that are veterans or in the military, so they'll be very hyped to have that support at home, and especially having a home field advantage at that point. But it's a big thing when you have a rival and the defending champs coming in, not them guys being defending champs, but a team with, the athletes that they have, like Drew being a quarterback. I played against him before in the league, and he is a very dynamic quarterback. So having the players that they got and having to prepare for athletes that they have, it's going to be a big step up from week 1, but I feel like we can get the job done.
Yeah, I have no doubt, Dalton. I think you guys are more than ready for the challenge. And, of course, folks, week 2 on the Riverhawks Media Network, that's going to be coming this week. And I tell you, my partner and I can't wait to get the home field rocking and hopefully work out some kinks. So we're looking forward to that broadcast.
Yeah, now we know what we need to work on. So, that will bring me into this next question for you, Brandon. How are you feeling going into next week, and what does the offense need? I guess I kind of just touched on this. What do you think is going to be the big focus next week for y'all when it comes to facing this opponent?
Well, to start off, I feel like this week's a big week in one reason, because last year we didn't get to face them due to, I believe, some COVID reasons. And they firmly believed last year that they could beat us. I know deep down that wasn't even a question. They weren't going to be close. So finally being able to face them this season and to be able to put all of that talk in the dirt and just smash it. And, that's really what I'm looking forward to. I just want to shut these guys up that have been talking since last August, July, saying they could beat us. Just being able to stop that talk and prove to them who the better team is. I think it'll be great. The main thing the offense and defense needs to focus on is just execution. Once we do that, we'll be fine.
Well, that first statement you made, that kind of gave me goosebumps because that sounds like y'all are fired up and ready to play. So I'm super excited to see it. I'm super excited to see what y'all got and to back up everything you just said, man.
Absolutely, and we're excited to show that to you on the Riverhawks Media Network. Now, Brandon, this is a question, not a question off the top, but just a comment, because obviously Eric Johnson, the head coach, GM, works closely with us here at the Riverhawks Media Network. We all want to extend you a personal congratulations because we understand that you are getting married here soon. That's a big step, man. Congratulations to you.
Yeah, thank you.
Any excitement about that?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of excitement. It's going to be a great time. I know my future wife is going to be very beautiful. I'm not an emotional man, but I haven't seen her in a dress or anything yet, so I'm hoping I can keep it clean when she's walking down the aisle, but I'm not going to make any promises either.
Well, hey, no crying here. Save it for the wedding day, okay? We don't want anything recorded on here. We can get you back on here in the future, okay?
Hey, don't worry. I ain't worried.
All right, right on. Hey, guys, thank you so much for taking the time with us. We greatly appreciate it. And thank you for all you do for this great organization. Good luck this weekend, and go Riverhawks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That was offensive lineman Brandon Burjoyce and linebacker Dalton McCarty joining us as the player guests for the week on episode 4 of Riverhawks Weekly. Let's take a quick break and come back with a new segment. It's going to be Chalk Talk with big boy Jacob Landry getting on the screen and showing us just exactly how the Riverhawks came home with a Week 1 win against Burlington. We'll be right back after this quick message. From maintaining that perfect smile to the most complex dental needs, Parkway View Family Dentistry is committed to providing you and your team with safe, gentle, and high-quality dental care. Sensitive to your needs, it is their goal to make you feel comfortable visiting their practice while providing the best possible care. Open 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday. More information can be provided or schedule an appointment by calling 309-792-0513. Parkway View Family Dentistry, proud sponsors of Muscatine Riverhawks football.
And welcome back to the very first edition of Chalk Talk with your color commentator, Jake Landry. I'm super excited for this segment. What I'm going to do here is break down a couple of big plays that happened yesterday. There were a lot of key plays to the victory for the Riverhawks yesterday. So let's get right into it. First play I've got here is the first touchdown of the game. Real simple run play. I was talking about it all game, establish the run game. Here, this was exactly what happened. If you can see right here, look at that gap right there in the middle. You got two offensive linemen right there opening up a hole for Laji Diallo to get through and get into open space. You also have a fullback up there for a lead block, but also want to mention, look at this broken tackle real quick by Diallo. Lets the defender slide right off of him, and there he goes. He's off to the races with the lead blocker right there with the fullback, and there even the sideline knew it was a touchdown. Nice run for 6. Let's move right on to the next play we got right here, just moving quickly. I got some special teams action for y'all. That's right. We're giving love to everybody today. We're going to move right on to right here. 4th down, punt situation, punt return situation. We called it. They said look for a fake every single time in a situation like this late in the game. And Burlington, of course, wanted to see if they could reach that first down marker. And here he goes. The punter gets the snap, running for the sideline. But everybody, I want to point out, everybody is running to the ball, playing assignment football, trying to fly and make that tackle, stop the first down. That's what you want to see out of your special teams unit, because that is their job, is to make sure they do not get that first down. And then right to the sideline. Can't really tell who made that tackle there. Numbers are just mud at this point. Right on the sideline, thrown to the ground, right in front of the booth, may I add. We got a little mud on us in that one. But great play nonetheless. Riverhawks ball. Moving on. We're going to look at some offensive plays real quick right here. So what we got here, Zach Taylor comes in the game to replace Kyle Franklin in the second half. This play was actually not a touchdown. In the game, we called it a touchdown. However, the play after this is what led to 6. So right here, easy motion to the right, get the defender. The defender is taking that motion receiver to the right, which is going to completely take off a defender if there's a run play here. Looks like they were going for a speed option, but look right here at the offensive line. They did this all day in the second half. Look at that gap. He's got nothing but space to run to get into the secondary. So here he goes, off to the races. But at this point right here, I want to point out Zach Taylor's athleticism, his big build. He was able to muscle his way down to the 1-yard line. Not exactly a touchdown, but the very next play set up for a walk-in touchdown. I'd like to see more of that next week. Establish a run game. You're going to win this ball game next week, no doubt. And our last play to break down, I got some defensive film for you. This was early on in the game. Burlington did not establish any kind of run or pass at this point, so I found it an interesting play call to run a deep pass. So right here, you notice we got man coverage on both of these guys. You got a man coverage on this slot receiver right here and on this outside receiver right here. And then keep an eye on number 21, Danny Walters. He's going to drop back with that receiver. But I also want to point out right here, you got pressure on that quarterback, and that is something I like to see all day. They did not let up on that quarterback. His jersey was completely covered in mud by the end of the game. Forces him to roll out to his bad side and force a terrible loft pass, which is made for the easy interception by Danny Walters right there. that's a great way to start the game, get the ball back into the hands of your offense, and that is what I'd like to see more of next week. Defense put up a goose egg on the Burlington Express. Let's see if they could continue with that momentum. And that is all I have for you for this week. Be sure to tune in next week for another segment of Chalk Talk. Thanks for joining me. We'll be right back after a few messages from our sponsors.
If you are looking for a place for fellowship and worship with great people, look no further than River City Church, welcoming those small walks of life and faith with 2 Sunday services at 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. in Moline and 10 a.m. in Milan. More information can be provided by calling 309-764-5685 or 309-558-0065. River City Church, proud sponsors of the Muscatine River.
If you're in the Davenport area, check out the Dam View. Welcome to your favorite dive bar tucked away downtown. They host a wide range of beers, many of which are local, as well as daily specials, good service, and a large patio. Contact them at 563-324-4434. Proud supporters of the Muscatine Riverhawks.
If you're in the mood for some new ink, look no further than Pearl City Tattoo. Bill Kaufman opened Pearl City Tattoo in 2005 and has grown to be the most recommended tattoo shop in Muscatine, believing that every customer deserves the best experience possible, and they set the standard for communication, prompt scheduling, and transparent pricing. If you have questions, you can reach out to Bill on Facebook and Instagram or contact them at 563-263-7001. Proud sponsors of Muscatine Riverhawks football.
And we are back here on the Riverhawks Media Network. Great job, by the way, partner, getting
Thank
that
you very
Chalk
much.
Talk out of the way. Very nice. It's good to see the master go to work for once.
Master, he's working on his craft at the moment, but don't you worry, I'll get it down. I've said it all the time. I'll get to Tony Romo at some point. Don't worry.
He's not giving himself enough credit, folks, and we certainly appreciate that. And, it's great to kind of have a show where we're breaking down week 1 or the previous week. We got to talk to Brandon Burjoyce and Dalton McCarty here a few moments ago about, how they felt about last week and what they were looking forward to this week. And I think that that's a good segue into week 2. The home opener here for the Muscatine Riverhawks is they're going to take on the Midwest Hawks, who, last year were in the championship game, fell short to the eventual champion Peoria Punishers. What are your thoughts about week 1 kind of as a whole? Just give us a little bit of insight on that.
Well, you could walk away with the win, but you definitely wanted more out of that win. Of course, last time we might have to bring this up, but the conditions just make it so tough to gauge what exactly you're working with here for the team on both sides of the ball. So that was a good stepping stone into the season. Get everybody in and comfortable with playing football again, because it's been a while since they've been in game mode. So that was a good way to just get it going, and now you come back home to your home turf, and you could probably expect a little different, something different at least, coming into week 2.
Yeah, you're spot on there, and I hope that the people at home watching this aren't going, God, will these guys talk anything else other than field conditions? But it really matters, and that kind of segues into another important segment that the games are played at Muscatine High School's practice field. It is a turf field, so assuming that the weather holds up, fingers crossed, it should be a nice day Sunday afternoon in Muscatine for the home opener. And, Brandon, I think, mentioned this in his interview that the Riverhawks did not get to play the Midwest Hawks last year due to COVID-related reasons. My question for you is, Jake, how big of an impact is that for a team that, obviously these two have butted heads over the last few years. They've become kind of rivals in a sense, not playing that rival team. And like Brandon said, the Midwest Hawks felt like they were a good enough team last year to not only compete, but beat Muscatine. Should we see that boil over potentially into Sunday?
Well, you don't want it to boil over too much, but that is 2 years of pent-up aggression towards each other about to go head-to-head. It's going to make for some fun smash-mouth football to watch. Those are the best kinds of games where both opponents have this kind of, energy towards each other that I don't want to say it's negative, but it's just kind of like, I'm going to hit you in the mouth, and same goes for you. That is the kind of stuff that makes for entertaining games. Either it's going to be a fireworks show of scoring, or it's going to be some people walking to the sidelines and needing some ice.
Yeah, no doubt. And, another thing to mention here, Jake, and my next question for you, we saw the Midwest Hawks put up 70 points on the Mid-State Thunderbirds week 1. The Riverhawks had quite a slow start. I would anticipate that Eric Johnson, Martin Barnhart, and company on offense are not going to look to have that same start. And I think Brandon also mentioned that in his interview that they're looking to correct some things and move on to week 2 and kind of fire on all cylinders from kickoff.
Oh, absolutely. But here's my thing I want to point out. Riverhawks defense looked very confident yesterday, and so no matter how many points were put on the scoreboard on the Midwest Hawks side of the game, Riverhawks defense is firing on all cylinders right now. Expect that to go into week 2. Offense, you haven't really had a chance to play the game you want to play when you play in conditions like that. I said last time, but here I am mentioning it again. You kind of limit your game. Next week, hopefully they'll be able to open up that playbook and let it fly a little bit. That adds a whole new aspect to the game that no team has seen yet. We haven't even seen it yet. So I'm hoping that next week we get to see the full display on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, you're, again, spot on with that. And, I think the home opener just brings so much excitement to us here in the booth, being able to call the first game at home. Obviously not going to be as much travel for us to have a home game. And for you, the fans, if you're not going to be watching on the Riverhawks Media Network and you plan to be at Muscatine High School's practice field for the week 2 home opener, free admission. We're not charging admission this year for fans to come out. Obviously, COVID impacted a lot of people last year, and I know we hate talking about it, but it's going to be a free family fun atmosphere for everyone to enjoy, and I think they've got some things up their sleeve there for the ownership and management to get things rolling for the fans. So, we hope to see you there, and it's just going to be an exciting thing to watch. But if you aren't going to be at the game, that's no problem. You can watch this week's game and all of our games here on the Riverhawks Media Network. Myself and Jake will be side by side calling it at 2 o'clock for the kickoff. 1 o'clock, approximately 1 o'clock, will be the re-airing of this podcast, and then the pregame show presented by the Quad City Insulators just before kickoff, where Jake and I quickly break down the weather, the field conditions that you hate to hear us talk about so much. But then, of course, Jake's keys to the game, because, I got to have the best in the business by my side to call that game. So I think that's going to wrap it up. For myself, Tyler Bean, and former Monmouth College wide receiver Jacob Landry, thank you so much for watching, and we can't wait to see you at home for the home opener. Midwest Hawks, Riverhawks, right here on the Riverhawks Media Network.
We're back here on the Riverhawks Media Network. Diallo gets the ball, heads left, heads to the right. He breaks a couple of tackles, and he could go. He's to the 20, to the 10. Could go all the way for a Boonies Riverhawks touchdown.
Man, I'm hungry.
And what's this, folks? Change of events as Diallo's off the field. Looks like he's on Iowa Avenue in Muscatine. I think he said something about being hungry. He crosses the street. He jumps the curb. Oh, look no further. He's at Boonies on the Avenue. Let's head inside. That is an MVP play, and you could be the MVP of your team at home by heading to Boonies on the Avenue in Muscatine. A family restaurant with over 27 big screen TVs, daily food and drink specials to cater the needs of any sports fan, from a rookie to a Hall of Famer. Looking for a night out or a place to watch the big game? Look no further than Boonies on the Avenue, located at 214 Iowa Avenue in Muscatine, or by phone at 563-263-0626. Boonies on the Avenue, proud sponsors of Muscatine Riverhawks football.
Nutrition Outlet. If you are looking to maintain your health or get back in shape, Nutrition Outlet provides a wide variety of products and services, including biometric scanning, organic salon, detox sessions, emotional balancing, and natural health assessments. Contact them at 563-264-8124. Nutrition Outlet, proud sponsors of Muscatine Riverhawks football.
This is the portion of our broadcast where you can see your ad in our next upcoming podcast or live stream game. The Muscatine Riverhawks provide a wide variety of sponsorship packages to cater the needs of your business. More information on these packages can be provided to you from Kyle Bass or Eric Johnson, and their contact information is 563-299-8334 or 309-721-5560. We look forward to your support this season, and as always, go Riverhawks.
To To keep up with everything Muscatine Riverhawks, follow us on all social media platforms to see everything behind the scenes, weekly podcasts, and of course, our live streams of games every Sunday. You can follow us on Facebook at Muscatine Riverhawks Media Network, on Instagram at Muscatine Riverhawks, Twitter at Riverhawks_MN. You can follow us on YouTube at Muscatine Riverhawks Media Network, and then you can follow us on Snapchat at Riverhawks 2017.
The Riverhawks Media Network is looking forward to bringing you, the fans, nonstop football action here this 2021 season. But we are also excited to bring you a way to get involved in the action and support a great cause all season long. The Muscatine Riverhawks, in partnership with the Riverhawks Media Network, are proud to bring the season-long donations with our partners of the Ronald McDonald House Charities of Eastern Iowa and Western Illinois. The Riverhawks have committed to donating as a team every time the defense gets a sack, turnover, touchdown, or safety. We are asking you, the fans, to get involved in this great organization that assists families with sick children stay close to each other and provide care and resources when they need it most. So while you support the team on the field, come support our team in donating to this great cause. More information can be provided across all of our social media platforms or by visiting gf.me/u/ZPNWMM. Thank you, the fans, for all the support you've given the Muscatine Riverhawks over the last 5 years.
This Sunday, your Muscatine Riverhawks take on the Midwest Hawks at Muscatine High School, 2705 Cedar Street, Muscatine, Iowa. There, we will be honoring active duty and veteran service members. Pre-game coverage starts at 1 o'clock p.m., followed right by kickoff at 2 o'clock p.m. Riverhawks, Midwest Hawks, only on Muscatine Riverhawks Media Network.
And good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Muscatine High School. Welcome to Week 2 of the MAAFL. It is the Midwest Hawks taking on the Muscatine Riverhawks here. This is the pregame show presented by the Quad City Insulators. Tyler Bean in the broadcast stand alongside my partner in crime, Jake. Jake, last week, the Riverhawks, 24-0 win. Now they move on to Week 2. Home opener, Military Appreciation Day. You couldn't have asked for a better day today.
Oh, man, it's beautiful outside today. It's still a little too chilly for me, but I'm also a southerner, so my opinion on the weather up here, if it's too cold, does not matter. However, if you're a football player, this is exactly what you want. Clear, a little, partially cloudy, but, I mean, the conditions compared to last week, thank God.
Yeah, we're going to try not to talk too much about field conditions like we did last week because, of course, the Riverhawks here at home playing on turf, and we're out here, we're watching the offense warm up, just seeing the running backs move, the quarterbacks getting their cadences down. Bobby Smith, the center, and the rest of the offensive linemen, they seem to be moving fairly well right here in front of us.
Yeah, the whole team just looks loose. We've been watching them walk around and kind of get a feel for the turf. This is their practice field, too, so they're used to this. But they just seem loose. They're not as, hyped up and dancing around, but everybody just looks to be in a good rhythm, and it's kind of comforting to see. Hopefully we'll see them play loose and fast when we see them on the field today.
Well, I'm sure we got plenty of time to talk about that, partner, but really let's begin by breaking down this matchup here. The Midwest Hawks and the Muscatine Riverhawks share a lot of similarities. Last year, both came short of championship hopes. The Riverhawks last year losing to the eventual champion Peoria Punishers, and then the Midwest Hawks falling to the Peoria Punishers in the championship game. I guess my first question for you, Jake, is having that kind of chip on your shoulder, and especially being two teams that, could be in that championship run come late June, early July, what kind of level, what kind of aspect does that bring to a game like this?
Well, it's obviously a statement game for this one. Both teams are this close to being true competitors for a championship, not just, being big dogs, the champion. So both teams are looking to make a statement by beating one or the other to say that, hey, we're the team to beat, because this is possibly a matchup we will see later down the road in the playoffs, maybe in the championship, seeing how things go. But it's going to be a lot of, John. They're going to be hitting each other pretty hard, and it's going to be some fast football.
Well, I sure hope this isn't the only time we see this matchup, because the Midwest Hawks are completely deep, just like the Muscatine Riverhawks are in their roster. Both teams think they not only have a chance to win a championship, but can and will win a championship. One thing to note, we talked about this earlier in the podcast, Riverhawks Weekly Episode 4, was that both teams did not play last year due to the COVID-19. I believe the Midwest Hawks had some COVID issues, and that was really about the only scenario, I think, where a team could not play and had to cancel that game due to COVID. So we know, talking to Brandon Burjoyce and Dalton McCarty earlier this week, that that's just another level. Hey, we didn't get to play these guys last year. The Hawks thought that they had a roster that could compete and beat Muscatine last year, so I think the Muscatine guys are taking that pretty seriously and are looking to end that narrative today.
Yeah, so in a situation like this, it's such a weird one because this is almost a big rivalry you've got here between two big dogs, and you just don't play each other. It's weird. However, this year, it's like twice the stakes because you have both teams, like I said, trying to prove something. And I said this in the podcast. It's almost like there's pent-up aggression from last year they didn't get out. So it's definitely going to be some smash-mouth football today with both teams trying to prove something.
Well, I tell you what, from talking to Muscatine players here early as we were setting up and warming up, was able to talk to, Adrian Bond and Bobby Smith, a couple of the line guys. They're very confident that the turf conditions today are favorable, something that they're going to do to maybe try to push the running game, open up the passing game. Obviously, us being connoisseurs of the game of football, not just 8-man, you always want to complement a run and a pass game. Something we saw last week in Burlington, and again, folks, we're sorry, but the field conditions were not favorable to really play that narrative. I guess my question for you is, and we're going to get to your keys of the game, so I don't want to, I don't want to play spoiler for our folks watching at home, Jake. But how important is it to establish a run game early on, especially in turf, 60-degree weather, a bit windy, so you don't know how that will affect the passing game? How important is it going to be for us to really hit the run game hard early on?
Well, there's no passing game if there's no running game, because if you just sit there and try to throw the ball, defense is just going to back up and play a zone or play some kind of defense that is going to stop the passing game. If you establish a run game, you're forcing that defense to take countermeasures we're calling blitzes, they're calling everything to try and get that run game stopped. However, if you don't have that run game, you can't open up the passing game. Half of the playbook for the Riverhawks has not been used yet because last week's conditions were so bad. There was no balls in the air. There was nothing. Today, totally different. Weather is favorable. We could probably see a little bit of passing, and you could establish a play-action pass. There's a whole side of the playbook that has not been used yet, and that is why establishing the run game is so important, especially today.
Yeah, obviously working close with head coach and GM Eric Johnson, he had a lot to say about the things that they wanted to do last week in Burlington that they just couldn't do given the cold, muddy, wet, windy day that it was. And we're hopefully going to see a few more wrinkles in the offensive playbook for the Muscatine Riverhawks. And let's not mention either, I got John Braymeyer here. It looks like he's warming up. He's been kicking all morning. The kicks have looked great. Does not look like the wind's affecting him at all. And so I guess, Jake, that heads me into my next question. Who are your players to watch today for both Muscatine and the Midwest Hawks?
Well, big one is going to be quarterback for the Midwest Hawks, Maurice Coates. From what I've heard, he is a dual threat quarterback, and that potentially is a nightmare for defense because he could run. But I'll get to this later for the keys of the defense. If you keep applying pressure to that quarterback, Riverhawks will be fine. Also for the Midwest Hawks, we got Kendry Abbey, running back, number 29, and linebacker Sean Bell, who has past experience in the NFL from what I hear. So you should keep an eye out for him on the defense. And then an interesting player, kind of like a Taysom Hill look from what I'm hearing, is Rashad
Lobdell is his name.
Rashad Lobdell.
Yep.
Looking at him to be a specialist, maybe catch some passes, throw some passes, run the football. That's what I've heard from him. So that'll be interesting for the Muscatine Riverhawks defense to key on. And on obviously the Riverhawks side of the ball, Zach Taylor, 2-touchdown rushing game last week. Kyle Franklin also. We could possibly expect to see two quarterbacks again this week. It all depends on how this week is going or how the game is going. Of course, huge running game. I'll let you take it away when it comes to the running game.
Yeah, another key players to watch are just the Riverhawks staple of running backs: Laji Diallo, Arir Greer, Zach Minch, Nick Smith. I would expect all of them to get touches today. And then
when you're looking at a guy like Maurice Coates, a dual threat quarterback, a guy that can both run and pass, it's going to be important for the linebackers today. Robert Jones, a defensive end linebacker specialist, will certainly have an impact on this game. And then, of course, my favorite guy, one of my favorite guys on this defense, Logan Larson-Smith, the linebacker. He was great last week. He was great in pursuit, great in gang tackling. They're going to need that today to handle Maurice Coates. And again, playing spoiler, but I guess it's that time, Jake. What are your keys to a Riverhawks win today, going 2-0, heading into a very big game next week?
Well, that's my favorite part of this whole segment. So, keys to the game, and I talked about it last week, and it's going to be a key to the game every game for the rest of the season. Play a clean game, but this time it's a cleaner game. So you've had your first experience in a game-time situation. Now you could go look back at what you did wrong, and you can clean up everything you did wrong last week. So no more offsides, no more late hits. I want to see a cleaner game from both sides of the ball, hopefully. On offense, talked about it, establish the run so you open up the passing game, but also establish a tempo. Last week there was a lack of tempo on that offense. You can't, if you don't establish a tempo, you don't get in a rhythm, and that is going to be huge for the passing game later as well. Get that first completion out of the way, short 5-yard completion, get the quarterback running, the whole offense runs smoothly. We could see a big improvement in the offense if we open up that playbook a little bit. And on defense, not much to fix there. Keep up that pressure you had from last week. There was probably almost a perfect game from the defense from our perspective last week. So keep that momentum coming from that win you had. Defense is going to be fine, though. We got that dual threat quarterback we talked about. Let's see if they can handle him.
Yeah, it should be a good one, partner. Listen, home opener, first home game of the year. We expect to have a lot of people here. Free admission. So if you're watching and we're getting closer and closer to kickoff, remember, admission is free, 2705 Cedar Street, Muscatine. Come on out. Come say hi to us after the game. We certainly appreciate the support. And Military Appreciation Day, we'll be bringing you a special event thanking those men that have served or are continuing to serve this great nation. We'll be bringing that to you as well. So a lot of fun. Looking forward to calling the game with you, partner, here in a few short minutes. Looking forward to calling it to you watching at home. So stick around. Let's take a quick break and come back. Midwest Hawks, Muscatine Riverhawks, coming up next right here on the Riverhawks Media Network. And boom, week 2 action underway. Kicks deep, muffs it in the end zone. He's going to take it out to about its 5. Shakes at the 10 and meets a bunch of black helmets. It'll be first down for the Midwest Hawks. And here comes Maurice Coates.
Stephen Harris on that return, the returner for the Hawks. Muffed that kick. That was a big problem last week, so we hope that this week we don't see that on either for the Riverhawks for sure.
Yeah, and slow starts last week. You just hope that the Riverhawks defense now, very good understanding, good game plan. My understanding is they reviewed film from last year on the Midwest Hawks and are looking to really, really keep Maurice Coates in check. But I tell you, when I say dual threat, and we'll see quarterbacks like this all year, 8-man football, a lot more room to run. Dual threat quarterbacks have more options rather than less in 11-man football. And here come the Midwest Hawks. First down. Looks like they're going to have a tight end to the left, single back behind Coates as he awaits the snap. Motion from left to right, takes the snap, hands the ball off to the right side, powers his way through, and it's about a 5-6 yard gain there. It should be second down.
Good pressure by the defense right there, not letting too much get away, but a solid run as well. So let's get into looking at this defensive starters for this week.
Yeah, defensive starters this week. Yeah, Logan Larson-Smith, Robert Jones, Javon Menard, amongst a few. Alex Ross, Kenneth Faust, Dalton McCarty, who we talked to earlier this week, Shea Mundine, Kyle McKenna, Josh Wilson, Danny Walters there on the back end. And it's going to be second down and short from my vantage point here. Single back, receivers left and right as Coates awaits the snap. Motion from right to left, takes the snap. Pitch to the right side, almost lost it, and he's going to meet a swarm of Riverhawks there. It's a big hit, and it'll be third down.
Huge hit. Look at the Riverhawks getting fired up on that sideline, but a simple toss play to the left. Nobody set the edge, and that was an easy little penetration tackle from the outside linebacker.
God, I tell you, that swarm had me fired up. It's going to be a third down. What do the Midwest Hawks do here? It seems like the Riverhawks are going to go again with more of a zone defensive scheme, try to keep things inside, not let guys get behind them. Anything you're seeing early on, partner?
Struggling a little bit to see here, but no, they're just keeping the same pressure, and they're staying home and playing assignment football, especially those DBs. That's something I kept praising them for last week. Just stay home, do your job, and you're going to have an easy game right here.
It's going to be third down, about 6 or 7 from my vantage point. Can't really tell here. Coates out of the backfield, single back, receivers left and right. The Riverhawks show pressure here on a third down. Would love to get off the field here, a 3 and out. Takes the snap. He's going to drop back, and again, he's going to take off. That's exactly what we knew we were going to see as he breaks across the field, and he's got a Midwest Hawks first down.
Like we said, we were talking about it, the dual threat quarterback. I mean, it's so hard to defend a quarterback like that. You got pro quarterbacks like Patrick Mahomes and Russell Wilson. They're so dangerous because of stuff like that, because they drop back, and even though you get good pressure, they could just make something happen, and they just find that gap and they could run for days.
Yep, Midwest Hawks first down, 9:40 to go first quarter. If you're just joining us, welcome. Tyler Bean, Jake Landry here on the Riverhawks Media Network. It's going to be first down, about 8 from my vantage point here, as it looks like the Midwest Hawks are going to go trips to the right. Single back left. Coates making his reads. The Riverhawks showing pressure, a little pressure at the line. Defensive end standing up, something we've seen them do. Coates takes the snap, fires the ball across the middle. That was nearly intercepted. I can't tell who that was on the play. But a great play there. It'll be second down.
Try to go quick game here. Quarterback didn't get his feet set quite enough in a little high ball, but you got to catch that ball if you're the receiver for Midwest Hawks. But like I said, stay home, play assignment football. That's exactly what the DB did there. So let's see more of that as the game goes on.
Yeah, you go back to the previous play there as we're going to enter a second down. Hold on just 1 second, folks. It's going to be receivers to the left and right. 2 receivers right, 1 near side to the left as Coates is all alone in the backfield on a second down. Takes the snap, drops, lots of pressure. Wow, he had absolutely no time to throw that ball. That was James Sissel on the play, pressuring along with, I believe that was Dalton McCarty. It'll be third down.
I love to see that pressure. I told them to keep it up going into last. Another key to the game that I put out there. Tons of pressure, and you're definitely going to need to apply it to this quarterback. You want to keep him honest and definitely try to force him to get the ball out of there quick. Great play by the defense.
And for those keeping track of the time at home, 9 minutes, 6 seconds here in the first quarter. Third down and about 8 yards here for the Midwest Hawks as they're going to come out with receivers to the left and right. Coates back alone again. The Riverhawks all up at the line. I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 helmets there as they're going to show pressure. Let's see if they can't get to Maurice Coates. The dual threat quarterback takes the snap. He's got nowhere to go. Nowhere to go, and a huge sack. It'll be fourth down.
There's that pressure. You're going to see this all day. I'm going to keep talking about it, and that's fine. But what I love there at the front line, they showed that they were going to rush 5, yet the linebackers dropped back into coverage. Even if they wouldn't have gotten to the quarterback, he would have had nowhere to throw that ball. Awesome play by the defense. Get off the field. Let your offense go to work.
Hey, partner, I'm not going to lie. My voice cracked there. I'm that pumped up. That sack was brought to you by the Ronald McDonald House Charities of Eastern Iowa and Western Illinois, and the Riverhawks will make a one-time donation based on that sack. It'll be fourth down. The Midwest Hawks away to punt. Can't tell who's back deep to return here. Raquan Jefferson's in my way. Get out of my way, big fella. Here in the first quarter.
High snap.
That absolutely went nowhere. I completely missed the play. It's going to be a turnover on downs. Was it the snap? Could you tell if the snap was botched?
The snap was way over his head. I can't believe he got a hand on it and made that catch. Kind of like Ray Guy from the Raiders, if you've seen that film before. Got up there, made the catch, but he had no time to get the punt off. So this is going to put the Riverhawks in great offensive position right here.
And why not? They didn't pick up a first down, but this is a High-Tech Signs first down brought to you by High-Tech Signs in Muscatine. And the Riverhawks, first and goal, partner. They're threatening. Let's see if that run game and them big boys on the offensive line can't move us.
Well, I'd be surprised if they went pass game here. You might as well hand it off to your running backs who had such a day last week.
Hey, partner, never say never, right? Never say never.
You're right. I never
This
know.
is a beautiful game, football. Kyle Franklin getting the start today. It looks like he's got a Rero Greer in the backfield. Receivers to his left and right. Awaits the snap. Oh, looking to get a hard count there.
And he got it.
Looks like they're going to let the
Let it
play.
fly.
They're going to let the play go as he moves the pile. Can't tell who that was on the big run. Good to see Raquan Jefferson in the lineup, but there was some questions, at least on our account here in the Riverhawks Media Network. If he was going to play, he was one of the many, both Midwest Hawks and Riverhawks, that played last night for the Central Illinois Royals. They're here this afternoon, so all is right in Muscatine land. It'll be second down and goal.
This league is such a grind, especially for all those guys who are playing two games a week. I can't imagine playing back-to-back nights of football, man. My body would be tired after just one game.
No, I certainly can't either. And here we go. Second down and goal for Muscatine. Back to his right and single back deep. Motion from right to left here on a second down and goal. Franklin awaits the snap. Takes the snap. He's going to hand it off to Greer, who absolutely goes nowhere. It'll be third down.
Oh, good pressure up there from the front line from the Midwest Hawks. Not much to talk about on that O-line. They just kind of let him through. Kind of want to see more digging down deep because we praised that offensive line all week this week on the podcast. They did a great job last week, so hopefully they could gather back after that one.
Yeah, you're certainly going to praise the offensive line for their hard work, but there it just seemed like they just got blown off the line, and Greer had nowhere to go. It's going to be third down and goal for Muscatine. Obviously, folks, no field goal posts here. We do have some, but they are way far off, and they do not count in this league. So if it goes to a fourth down, I would assume Muscatine this deep in Hawks territory is going to go for it. Single back to the right of Franklin as we await the snap. Receivers to his right and left. Fakes the snap, fires to the end zone, incomplete. It's going to be fourth down.
That was honestly good man-to-man coverage out there by the DB. I like where he put that ball, though. It gave him a 50-50 shot for the wide receiver. I wasn't exactly able to see who was out there, but I'd like to see more of that going in, hopefully some more completions. I think that's a pretty good play call on third down there.
Yeah, and I think partner, from our vantage point here, we can't really tell, but it must be fourth down and short. I think they've got another cone there that they could get another first down should they enter deeper into Midwest Hawks territory. It's going to be fourth down here, dual backs to Franklin. Franklin making his reads. So he's going to await the snap here on a fourth down. Takes the snap, handoff. I think that was Laji Diallo to the left. He's going to go absolutely nowhere, and the ball's going to get turned over. It'll be Midwest Hawks football.
Try to push through and finish the play like they did last week to the Burlington Express, but not quite going anywhere that one. This is a different defense. This is a different team, so maybe they're going to need to make some adjustments on the sideline. Not exactly how you want to start on offense, especially with the field position you were basically handed after that punt.
Yeah, 6 minutes and 50 seconds left here in the first quarter, just about give or take. And the Midwest Hawks take over. And again, slow starts on both sides. You had Midwest Hawks there, with the turnover on downs, and likewise to Muscatine. Did not give up too much in terms of field position either. So, if you're looking for anything to go back to the drawing board, you're keeping them pinned back. But I tell you what, this Maurice coach, don't leave him open for long. He's going to make something happen here. First down for the Midwest Hawks. Two receivers to the right. Coates back deep, and a single back. He's going to await the snap. Claps, takes the snap, hand off. Looks like it's going to be a run, and it's going to go absolutely nowhere. Second down, maybe a few yards.
It's just like a brick wall up there for the Riverhawks. I'm just going to keep talking about how good they're doing there. The Midwest Hawks offensive line is going to have a tough day all day, and I'd like to see more of this.
Yeah, I think we saw Devin Davis in there along with linebacker James Sissel, number 53, making the play. And again, folks, we're still, we're still learning. We're certainly learning to, get this production down. So if we make some mistakes on some names, please don't give us too hard of a time. I got my guy here in the production truck, Troy Hipp, and he's running up and down. I swear he's going to get a workout today. Second down for the Midwest Hawks. Receivers to the left and right, single back for Coates. He awaits the snap. Motion from right to left on the tight end. Takes the snap. He's going to fake the handoff. He's going to roll out. Oh, Sissel nearly got him. He's going to fire deep across the middle. Incomplete.
You're going to see a lot of that with a quarterback like Coates, a man who could scramble. That little play-action fake right there, that's what establishing the run game does. It opens up, causes the defenders to move up. They tried to go deep with that one, but good zone coverage by both the safeties and the cornerback on the side. I think that was can't even see that. That was Javon Menard making a big play, following his receiver all the way across the field. Good hustle play there.
Yeah, Javon Menard, Vu, as we like to call him, one of the veteran players on this Riverhawks defense, along with Logan Larson-Smith, Shea Mundine, guys like Devin Davis. They've been here. They've been in the system for multiple years, and they're doing a great job. It's going to be third down here. The Riverhawks showing pressure with a single back, receivers right and left. Coates, snap, takes it, looking, got nothing, fires it across the middle. Incomplete. It's going to be another fourth down. Great job there on the coverage.
That was great defensive coverage right there. Once again, safety's playing technical football, doing their job. I'd like to see a little bit more pressure from that defensive line, especially with Coates. And they're looking like the Midwest Hawks are trying to let that ball fly early and often.
Well, I tell you got to kind of fight the wind, right? I mean, granted, the wind's going to cause you some problems early on, especially with the gusts we're getting here of 10 to 15 miles an hour. Maybe Coates is letting that ball fly just to see how much he can get away with. But you know what? The one thing with these cornerbacks and defensive backs, you don't want to get in a position where that ball gets knocked down by the wind and there's a Riverhawks player there. I mean, certainly we want that. Excuse me. I'm coughing all over the place, folks. Fourth down here. Fourth down, and I'd say about 5 yards from a first down as Coates awaits the snap. He's got two receivers to his left from what I can see from my vantage point, one to the right. Riverhawks show pressure. It's going to be, looked like a punt. It's going to be fake. Did he get it? Yeah, he certainly did. It's going to be a Midwest Hawks first down.
Well, like he said, that scrambling quarterback, he's a quick guy, and so defenders are really going to have to key in on breaking down and making a solid form tackle right there. I saw a lot of that last week, so let's carry that over, but that was a pretty good play by Coates.
Yeah, it's going to be a first down for the Midwest Hawks. 5:40 left here in the first quarter. We're happy to have you with us here on the Riverhawks Media Network. Week 2 action, 2 1-0 teams going after it, and we talked about in the pregame show, both rosters completely deep to make a championship run. And it looks like we're going to have a receiver to the left, receiver to the right, single back for Coates here on a fresh first down for the Midwest Hawks. He's got maybe 13 yards to go. Motion from right to left. Coates takes the snap. Hands the ball off to his right side, and he's going to go absolutely nowhere. Another big stop for the Riverhawks defense.
Good defensive stand right there. Solid by the defensive line. It's basic as it gets. That's the kind of plays you like to see as a defensive coordinator. Nothing giving up too big.
Well, even on a windy day like today, you want to say, hey, if we can take the run game out of this and make Coates have to chuck it around the field, I think we can trust our defensive backs to make good enough plays to just limit him. Because after talking to head coach Jason Coulter this week, Coates is a guy that can just do about anything. He can run, he can pass. I wouldn't be surprised to see a little more trickery in Jason Coulter's playbook there. Here on a second down, Coates awaiting the snap, two receivers to his left. Riverhawks showing 4 at the line, takes the snap, Coates looking, he's going to roll out, almost sacked, and he's going to go down. Another Riverhawks sack, and that's 52, Logan Larson-Smith on the play.
Logan Larson-Smith, one of our key players of the game. Expect to see a lot more of that throughout the season, I hope. Awesome play right there. Stayed true to the quarterback, played his assignment. His assignment was to be a QB spy and not let Coates get out of his reach.
Yeah, Coates was kind of slow to get up there. You hope he's okay. Obviously, this game can be very violent. We saw that last week with a Burlington player. Big play there by Logan Larson-Smith as they are. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what we're waiting on here, folks. Got about 4 minutes and 10 seconds left here in the first quarter of play, Week 2 MA8FL action. It's going to be third down and long. That sack was brought to you by the Ronald McDonald House Charities of Eastern Iowa and Western Illinois, providing help and support to families with sick children when they need it the most. Another donation from the Riverhawks organization based on that sack. It'll bring up a third down and long. Let's see what Jason Coulter and company has planned. Riverhawks going to show 2 down. Looks like they're going to play back. They're going to play to the sticks here on a third down and long. Early first quarter action. Coates awaits the snap and takes the snap. Drops back, looking. Throw across the middle, and that is our first completion of the day, and I believe, will that bring up fourth down? I'm not entirely sure if he got it or not. Refs are showing fourth down. And we can hear special teams coordinator Alan O'Toole calling for the punt team, Diallo, to go back deep. But again, they will show punt, and they'll just take off on it. I think that the Riverhawks need to respect that a little bit more.
Of course, but going back to that last play, I like the pressure there by the defensive line. Coates had to step up really quick and let that ball release fast. Also, credit to the safety for making the tackle and stopping that first down.
All right, let's see what the Midwest Hawks decide to do here. They've got 3 down, a couple of gunners to the left. Here on a fourth down, you got to bump those guys up. Don't want to leave nothing over the middle here on this fourth down. Coates looking, fires it deep. Incomplete. Was it incomplete?
A little argument going from both sidelines.
Yeah, you got the guys on the far side saying complete. You got the guys here, the good guys on the near side, saying it was incomplete.
And I see the Riverhawks offense coming on the field, so that must be a turnover on down.
It's hard to tell from this angle, but it looks like he must have fallen out of bounds on that catch. What a Hail Mary of a play. A little risky, but I guess, if you're punting it, you might as well throw it. Even if it's intercepted, you just risk the chance of a return. Interesting play call, but credit to the DB for being there and making it stop. But be more careful on those 50-50 balls. Make sure you get up there and don't let that happen.
Yeah, partner, I'm starting to think if we do a good enough job here the rest of the way, maybe they need to invest and get us a press box. That way we can just see just about everything. We're still getting it done here, folks. Riverhawks Media Network, 2 minutes, 40 seconds left. It'll be a first down and maybe 1 or 2 yards here for Kyle Franklin and company. Let's see if they can move it. Dual backs, receiver to the left, tight to the left as Franklin awaits the snap. Checks. And it's just a waiting game here, folks. There he goes. Franklin takes the snap, delayed handoff up the middle. Not sure if he got enough for the first down. Looks like the near side official says he's just short. It will be 2nd down and 1.
Not exactly sure what happened in the backfield there. It looks like there was a mix-up between both backs and who was getting the ball or who was lead blocking. Not really sure, but hopefully they figure that out soon.
Yeah, partner, it looked like a delayed handoff there from Kyle Franklin, maybe trying to get the defense to pin their ears back a little bit. Regardless, 2nd down and short. We're just entering the 2-minute mark here of the first quarter. Nothing ball game. If you're just joining us, we have not missed anything. As Franklin awaits the snap, looks like we're going to have some jumping. Not sure if that's going to be a false start or if that will be a offsides. We'll have to wait and see the call.
I think it's going to be on the Riverhawks.
Yeah, it's going to be a false start. Guys, trying to get after it early, it'll cost you.
Yep, minimize the mistakes, though. It's key to the game. Last week we saw a lot of this. Basically, the entire first drive was nothing but offsides, but hopefully to minimize that.
All right, here we go. 2nd down, a few yards back now. Be 2nd and 5 or 6 as Franklin takes the snap. Handoff going absolutely nowhere. We're seeing this from both teams. The run game not really going like we expected.
A lot of penetration coming from that defensive line. Need that O-line to get in there and dig down deep. It looks like guys are just getting beat off the line from quickness and not really any technical things going on there.
Yeah, it's going to be 3rd down, about 7 yards, and you have to think you're on the Midwest Hawks far side, so you are punting with the wind. John Braymeyer, probably one of the best kickers in the league, should you get to a 4th down, but hopefully the Riverhawks can pick it up here. 3rd down, about 7 yards. It's going to have receivers to the left, back directly to his right, and a single back deep. I believe that's Diallo or Greer from my vantage point. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff. Franklin looks, rolls, fires across the middle. No one's there. It'll be 4th down.
Little play-action play there. When you have a defender getting to you that quick, that kind of disrupts the play action. Also, I don't think they've established that run game enough and well enough to really warrant a play action yet, so the defense didn't really fall for it. A little overthrown there. A lot of time. The quarterback needs a lot more time, as you could tell, because there's getting a lot of pressure on that front line.
Yeah, and I'm not sure. I believe they're bringing on the punt unit here to give the ball back to the Midwest Hawks. So, again, for both teams, 2 drives, not really seeing a whole lot of movement, feeling each other out. I anticipated this to be a very kind of a stalemate game early on. Both of these coaches know each other very well. They know exactly what they're going to bring to the table. And I'm not sure if this is
offense.
They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Company out there.
Franklin and company out. Greer to his right, 2 receivers to the right. Awaits the snap, fakes the handoff. Franklin looking deep, fires. He's going for it all, and it's caught. Touchdown, Muscatine!
That's the exact kind of offense we've been wanting to see since week 1. Finally, the offensive line was able to get some protection there. Kyle Franklin had all the time in the world, set his feet, go through his read progression, and he caught it right there. It looks like
that was number 4, Zach Minch on the touchdown.
Yep, great catch, led him perfectly. You love to see it. That's the first touchdown. I believe it's only the 2nd reception this season by a Riverhawks receiver.
Yeah, what a fantastic throw from Kyle Franklin. Puts the Riverhawks up 6-0 here late in the first quarter, and that touchdown is brought to you by Boonies on the Avenue in Muscatine with over 27 big screen TVs, a family fun atmosphere for your next big event. Be sure to visit Boonies on the Avenue in Muscatine. The Riverhawks are going for their extra point. Can't really tell from here if it's going to be 1 or 2. We may have to get some sideline assistance there on commercial.
Zach Taylor in the game for the offense, by the way. Looks like they're trying to shake it up a little bit. Let's see if they let the big man run again.
Let's see what they decide to do. Run, big man, run. I'm all about it. Taylor
awaits the snap, calling his cadence, trying to get them to jump potentially, takes the snap, fakes the handoff to the pitch, gets to the outside. He's going to be just short. It will be 6-0 Muscatine after that failed attempt. Let's take a quick break here. 6-0. You're listening to Muscatine Riverhawks football on the Riverhawks Media Network. Looking to level up your game this offseason or take care of your body midseason for that late season playoff push? Then Badlands Fitness is the place for you. Badlands Fitness is the Quad Cities' choice for elite athletic training for athletes of all ages, all sports, and levels. Contact them at 309-617-6416. Badlands Fitness, proud sponsors of Muscatine Riverhawks football. And we are back here on the Riverhawks Media Network. Kyle Franklin to Zach Minch on that possession. The Riverhawks up 6-0. Late here, 52 seconds left in the first quarter. And John Braymeyer and company looking to boot this one way back into the end zone. And the Riverhawks defense looking to continue what they've done over the last couple drives, and that's keep Coates in check and get the ball back. They've done that quite well. Braymeyer's ready, takes the kick, and boom, off to the Midwest Hawks. Deep to return. They're going to wait for it to roll in the end zone. He's going to take it. He's going to take it to the right-hand side, looking for some blocks. A lot of hats there. And he's just got absolutely nowhere to go, waiting for something to develop. It got nothing to develop, and it'll be a Midwest Hawks first down.
Man, this team is fired up right now on this sideline. Everybody's yelling at one another. This team is excited, putting some points on the board. Let's see if this translates over to the defense. They've been playing well, so I don't expect anything to change much on this side.
Well, not to mention, partner, putting up big points on a fourth down and long. That's going to do a lot for team morale on your team, and it could be dismantling for a team like the Midwest Hawks. Let's see. It'll be first down and maybe a few yards here. Late first quarter, we've got 42 seconds showing left on the scoreboard. Tyler Bean, Jake Landry on the call from beautiful Muscatine, Iowa. And, outside of that gosh darn wind, it's turning out to be a good day.
Yeah, still a little bit chilly for me, but, like I said, Texas blood, I'm not quite used to it yet.
That's all right, partner. No worries. We got plenty of weeks left, and I can guarantee you the games in May and June, they're going to heat up, and they're going to heat up quickly. Here on a first down for the Midwest Hawks, looks like he's going to have a tight to the right, single back, dual receivers to the right. Coates is going to await the snap. We have not seen them move past the midfield stripe so far today. Takes a snap, handoff, fakes, incomplete. Another incomplete pass. Great coverage there on the play. Can't tell who that is. Trying to get a number here. This gentleman right here next to the official was the one to make the play.
That'll be number 22, Dalton McCarty.
Yeah, that'll boy Dalton.
Big thing right there I'd like to notice that the Hawks are trying to go to. They're trying to get that ball out of their hands as quick as possible. They studied their film from last week or last year, and they're definitely noticing that the Riverhawks defensive line is going to apply that pressure, and they have been doing that all day, so don't expect anything to change.
Yeah, it's going to be a second down here in short, single back, dual receivers to the right. Riverhawks showing a box of about 4 players. Defensive end standing up. Handoff. Lost the football. The ball's out. Who's on top of it? They're saying our ball. I don't think so. No one's jumping around. Nearly a fumble recovery there. It's going to be third down and long, partner.
Muffed handoff, and that's just bottom line. That's the chemistry you got to build with your running backs. Quarterback got a little bit too eager. I think he was looking to pull it for himself or whatever happened. Can't have that happen again. But for the Riverhawks, that's going to put them in a great position for a chance to get off the field.
Yeah, it's going to be a third down and long here. The Midwest Hawks deep in their own territory. This might allow Eric Johnson to pin his ears back and look to the sticks to keep them out of a first down territory.
Let's see if they get the snap off.
Yep,
1 second. No. End of quarter.
And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. Let's take a quick break and come right back. First quarter over. Muscatine 6, Midwest Hawks 0. This is Muscatine Riverhawks football on the Riverhawks Media Network. All-American Diner, the leading restaurant serving Muscatine County, and surrounding areas since 2020. Serving breakfast all day as well as lunch and dinner. They offer a fish fry every Friday and a buffet on the weekends. For your next meal, visit All-American Diner in Muscatine or call for more information at 563-263-2224. All-American Diner, proud sponsors of Muscatine Riverhawks football. Looking to level up your game in the offseason? Taking care of your body midseason for that late season playoff push? Then Badlands Fitness is the place for you. Badlands Fitness is the Quad Cities' choice for elite athletic training for athletes of all ages, sports, and levels. Contact them at 309-617-6416. Badlands Fitness, proud sponsors of Muscatine Riverhawks football.
Holler's Bar and Grill. Food to drool over and entertainment to make you dance. This is what you would imagine in a Quad Cities bar, and Holler's Bar and Grill is just a place to have it. Serving happy hour every day from 3 to 5 p.m. with daily drink and food specials. They also deliver. Contact them at 309-277-9028. Holler's Bar and Grill, proud sponsors of Muscatine Riverhawks football.
And welcome back here on the Riverhawks Media Network. Third down and long. Coates got the snap. They are hounding him there. He's got absolutely no running room. Nice little run there down the sideline as Coates gets away.
Looks like they gave him the first down. Maybe it looked like a little close. He might have been forced out of bounds early. Nope, they gave it to him. That's going to be a first and 10, or first and, well, hard to tell because keep in mind, wherever they get the ball is where they get first.
It's a stationary first down, so it looks to be maybe first and 13.
But good scrambling by Coates. We'll give him credit on that one. Defensive line did their job. They applied the pressure, but just couldn't quite get to him. Also credit the secondary for keeping the ball out of the air. However, you got to finish the play, and don't let Coates get out of that pocket.
Let me give another credit here on the broadcast. Zach Kohlberg, the intern, he's hobbling on an ankle, but he's holding up pretty well. Going from end to end, giving us the best vantage point possible. We appreciate your hard work, Zach, if you're watching this later. It's going to be a first down and about 13 for the Midwest Hawks. He's got dual backs, one deep behind, one just off to his right. Coates is going to fake the snap. He's going to take a look, fire off to the left-hand side. It's short. It'll be second down.
Seems like they're getting comfortable with running play action passes and just passing in general. That's something we didn't see last week from either team, so it's looking like the weather is really bringing out other parts of the playbook. However, they're struggling to complete some passes. I believe they've only completed one up the middle on a quick route, and that's about it. So hopefully the defense can keep up, make sure that they don't get any big plays, let any big plays get behind them.
Yep, it's going to be second down, and not to mention, folks, we enjoy having you here. Just in case you were wondering, the MA8FL Game of the Week on the Watkins Sports News channel page is the Clark County Chiefs taking on the Tri-State Timberwolves. The Chiefs, a second-year or third-year team, TST, a first-year team. Be sure to check that out on Watkins Sports News. But other than that, keep it right here on the Riverhawks Media Network second quarter. It's going to be second down and long. Coates takes a snap, looks left. He's going to fire deep to his left, going deep, and a little too far there. Can't tell who the intended receiver was. It'll be third down.
You could credit the pressure for that incomplete pass. It looks like the receiver, number 3, that'd be Colby Duckworth, got right behind the defender. Not to worry, though. Defensive line did their job, applied that pressure. Just be more careful on the safety and cornerback side. Don't let him get behind you.
Jake, my guy, you're the best in the business. You see everything that I can't. And I tell you, I told you this last week. I'm blind as a bat, so I appreciate the help there. It's going to be third down and long for the Midwest Hawks. The Muscatine Riverhawks looking to keep them off the scoreboard here with just 11 and a half minutes left in the second quarter. And let's see what the Riverhawks defense, if they pin back or if Eric Johnson goes for the pressure. He's got 2 down linemen here, Raquan Jefferson, I believe James Sissels up there. And they're going to show pressure. They're going to back off, maybe show it a little bit more here. Third down and long. Coates awaits the snap, takes it. He's going to roll to his left, and he's going to go absolutely nowhere. Big sack, Raquan Jefferson.
Did you see him get through that offensive line? He bulldozed one guy, takes on another, throws him off of him, and just gets to the quarterback. What a display, man. What a monster amongst men.
Now he's digging a hole in the dirt. My man, Raquan Jefferson. I tell you what, nicest guy around, especially talking pregame. Don't want to see him in pads lining up across. Great play there. It's going to be fourth down and long. You'd almost think Midwest Hawks have to punt here.
That'd be smart, too. You might as well. Your offense is just stalling at this point. Try to get your defensive ball, get to the sideline.
Did you see Jefferson there chopping his feet? He's ready to go. I tell you, no one gets more fired up than he does. As the Midwest Hawks are going to punt the ball away. It's going to roll, received by the Hawks. There he goes. He's up near midfield, and that's going to be great field position. That's a Muscatine Riverhawks first down, brought to you by High-Tech Signs.
Solid return by Kyle McKenna. He found a hole and he just went for it. Didn't hesitate. That's what you need out of a returner. Just get you as many yards as possible. Now offense is ready to go with some pretty decent field position.
Well, and you talk about decent field position, partner. I think Muscatine overall today has had very good field position. I mean, you're only up 6-0. It's not like the offense is necessarily firing on all cylinders. But at the same time, I really think that the offense is getting favorable field position over the Midwest Hawks. The Midwest Hawks have started a lot of their drives deep in their own territory. You being a former wide receiver, really quick, what does that do for an offense if you're not really moving across midfield?
Oh, that means you probably just got to up your tempo. You got to get more into a rhythm, get more comfortable with getting the ball out there. Receivers need to get a catch in their hands, and then Kyle Franklin needs to complete a pass. Completing that first pass changes everything. It gets the rhythm going. I'd like to see more of it.
Yep, going to be a first down here and about 15 yards from the midfield stripe as Franklin all alone. And that's going to be a free play. Franklin's going to go across, and that's caught. And that should be I guess there's no automatic first downs in this league. I don't know if he got to the stripe or if he'll keep it there. He's flipping to the second down marker, but again, that'll be some more free yards for Riverhawks second down.
Yep, I like that play call. We used to call that Drew Brees back in high school or back in college whenever I was playing wide receiver. You do a hard count, try to get him jump off and let the ball fly if you get him. So I'd like to see more of that as well. Definitely some impatientness on the Midwest Hawks side.
Well, I'm sure the Riverhawks offensive line appreciates not sinking into the mud like they were last week. Second down, single back, handoff, up the middle, breaks a couple of tackles and gets right near that first down marker. It might be third down and short. I believe that was number 4, Zach Minch on the carry.
Solid run by Minch, but also I'd like to point out good offense on the offensive line. That's exactly what we've been wanting to see there. They opened up a hole. They actually did their assignments, and let's keep it going there.
Yep, and it looks like it's going to be third down, 9:37 left if you're keeping track at home. 6-0 Muscatine. They're threatening yet again.
I say hand it to the big man.
Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you hand it off? And in a game like today where the wind's going to dictate what you decide to do on offense, granted Kyle Franklin to Zach Minch there late in the first quarter to get the Riverhawks on the board, you don't necessarily have to force it here. You can go for the first down on a run as Franklin looks back to his left, hand off to the outside. He's going to break a couple of tackles. He's going to get the first down. If he can hold on to the football, the Midwest Hawks were looking to rip that ball away. I'm not sure if they're giving him the first down or not. I'm waiting for the linesman to determine.
I believe he got it. Laji Diallo on the carry, by the way.
Thank you, sir.
And talk about fight for every yard. Good
That's
Lord.
right.
He had to battle for that first down. But, hey, he got the job done. It's going to be about first and, 6, I believe. Hard to tell from here.
Hard to tell from here. It's a high-tech signs first down for all your sign needs. Contact high-tech signs. First down, Muscatine. Looking to score here again. 8:30 left in the second quarter. Happy to have you with us here on the Riverhawks Media Network. Franklin making his checks. Shifts motion left to right. Franklin's going to take the snap. He's going to throw it across the middle, nearly intercepted. That was a dangerous play. It'll be second down.
A lot of pressure coming off the edge on the right side and up the middle. That right side looked to fold on the offensive line. Kyle Franklin pressured pretty quick to try to get that ball out, force the bad pass, bring up second down.
Yeah, again, I think you have to continue to just go after the running game. You have to chip away at it. It's, Jason Coulter's defense isn't necessarily going to, just let you run all over them. Many teams in the league aren't just going to let you run all over them. But if your offensive linemen are confident, keep pushing, keep grinding, and you should be just fine, ladies and gentlemen. Second down here. Franklin deep, awaiting the snap. I believe that is Greer in the backfield. Receivers to his left and right. And we are going to have a stoppage of play here.
Looks like, are they saying someone moved? I think somebody got set and moved.
Yeah, you can't do that. Looks like they're going to drive them back. Kyle Franklin talking to his sideline there going, hey, we're good, we're fine. Drive them back, no big deal, not a loss of down. It'll just be second and longer. And let's see what the Riverhawks offense has up their sleeve as Eric Johnson and Martin Barnhart send the play in to Kyle Franklin.
Penalties like that, though, those could be a drive killer, so let's see how they respond here.
Yep, you got to respond in the right way, and let's see what they decide to do. 2 receivers left, tight, right, back to Franklin's right. So he takes the snap. Big pressure there. He's got to get rid of the football. He does. Breaks a couple of tackles. Still going. Oh, wow, what a positive play. He took nothing and made it something. That is going to be number 29 on my call sheet here. That is going to be Kevin Dowell. Their big play by Mr. Franklin.
Looks like they were trying to build a screen, let a screen build up right there, halfback screen. That's why there was so much pressure on the quarterback, but that's how those plays are developed. It's slow developing. Quarterback has to drop back at least 10 yards and then drop it down on the running back. But let's give credit there to Dowell Jr. he really made that play happen, breaking a couple tackles.
Yeah, he really did. He had a defender in his face and was able to make that play. It's going to be third down here, third down and short, backs to his right, receivers to his right and
movement
left.
On the front line.
And more movement on the front line. I tell you, you talked about it being a drive killer. You just gained all those yards, and now you're giving them right back on third down. 7:26 left here. Muscatine 6, Midwest Hawks nothing. And I tell you, of all the things that have been hard to decipher this week, we've got two Hawks playing. Riverhawks, Midwest Hawks. I don't feel right in just saying Hawks just because folks at home might say, wait, are you talking about Muscatine or are you talking about the Midwest Hawks?
Well, my best friend texted me before the game, and he said, let's go Hawks. I said, you got to be more specific.
Yeah, you got to be a little more specific. And then not to mention the Midwest Hawks, number 6, Adele Hawks is his last name. So we're all over the place here. On a third down, back to his right, he's going to motion out. He's going to have two receivers to his right. Franklin takes the snap. It's going to be an immediate throw to the outside. Breaks a tackle. Breaks another tackle. Is he in?
Haven't got to say. Looks like they're signaling touchdown.
And he's in! Touchdown, Muscatine. A little bit late on that call. We're going to have another Muscatine Riverhawks Boonies touchdown. Boonies on the avenue with over 27 big screen TVs. Family-friendly atmosphere. And you can catch some of your favorite Riverhawks players there after every home game. Be sure to tell them hi. Shea Mundine on the sideline getting fired up. I tell you, of all the guys on the team that are fired up, no one more fired up than number 9.
Well, they went back to a screen on that one. This time letting the wide receiver, the wideout, get the screen. He comes down for a little tunnel, gets a block on the inside man on that first guy. Great blocking on the outside. Did not get to see who scored the touchdown, but very exciting to see them get back in the end zone, and also very hard-fought touchdown.
You know, another guy here, partner, Big Ken Faust, number 95, high-fiving on the sideline. Raekwon Jefferson's chopping his feet. I think he's ready to go back in.
Everybody is fired up.
Hey, man, this is the type of thing you want to relax atmosphere as we await the extra point. Back to the right, single back, Greer deep, receivers to his right.
Zach Taylor in at quarterback again.
Zach Taylor in at quarterback. We're seeing them mix it up. Botch snap there. Not sure if we've got a false start or an offsides. Greer's still running, although the whistle's blown.
I mean, playing after the whistle, that's what every coach wants, I guess. But in this case, it looks like a false start.
Yeah, good fast start here for the Riverhawks offense. That will be 2 consecutive scores here for the Riverhawks offense. And it's going to be on Muscatine, so a little driving back here as they go for the extra point. 12-0, Riverhawks Media Network, 6:59 to go in the half. Tyler Bean, Jake Landry on the call. Happy to have you with us here on this beautiful day from beautiful Muscatine, Iowa. You know, you talked about it early on. We thought the run game might get a little more love, but right now it's the passing game getting it done.
Well, a lot of plays we haven't been able to see yet. A lot of big names. Zach Minch making some catches out there. I'm not sure who made that last touchdown, but hopefully I'd like to see some more spreading the ball out. Shea Mundine get the ball and let him go to work too.
Well, you know, Shea Mundine kind of threw his helmet down as he got to the sideline, but then went back almost to say, you know, I might need that going on defense. He's played both ways this year. When I coached him, he was primarily a defensive player, had some offensive snaps. As Taylor takes the snap, looking, shakes himself out of one, fires across his body to the left, incomplete. Let's take a quick break here. Muscatine 12, Midwest Hawks nothing. This is the Muscatine Riverhawks Media Network. From maintaining that perfect smile to the most complex dental needs, Parkway View Family Dentistry is committed to providing you and your team with safe, gentle, and high-quality dental care. Sensitive to your needs, it is their goal to make you feel comfortable visiting their practice while providing the best possible care. Open 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday. More information can be provided or schedule an appointment by calling 309-792-0513. Parkway View Family Dentistry, proud sponsors of Muscatine Riverhawks football. This is the portion of our broadcast where you can see your ad in our next upcoming podcast or live stream game. The Muscatine Riverhawks provide a wide variety of sponsorship packages to cater the needs of your business. More information on these packages can be provided to you from Kyle Bass or Eric Johnson, and their contact information is 563-299-8334 or 309-721-5560. We look forward to your support this season, and as always, go Riverhawks. And welcome back here on the Riverhawks Media Network. Tyler Bean, Jake Landry in the booth, 12-0. Good guys so far. Offensive passing game has been a huge story as John Braymeyer waiting for the signal deep. And boom, kick is away. Deep to the Midwest Hawks. He's going to cut across the 15-20. Oh, man, nearly broke that one as the Midwest Hawks finally in enemy territory here for the first time this half, and the Riverhawks defense will go to work.
Number 6, Eric Johnson for the Midwest Hawks, which would point out a similar name to a certain guy we have on our team here.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure who Eric Johnson, that doesn't ring a bell to me. Just kidding, folks. Head coach GM Eric Johnson for the Muscatine Riverhawks. Two completely different people. I promise he's not playing for the wrong team today as the Midwest Hawks line up for a first down. Again, they're in Riverhawks territory for the first time today. Let's see if that has any barring on their result of the drive here. But Maurice Coates, a dual-threat quarterback, you got to worry about that when they're deep in enemy territory.
Yeah, but your play calling changes when you get into this kind of field position. You can't go as deep as you used to, and they've been throwing the ball a lot and more than 20-plus yard passes. So we'll have to see if they adjust their play calling to the shortened field here.
Yeah, we'll have to see. First down, a handful of yards here for Coates and company. Receivers to his left, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Single back as he awaits the snap here on this first down. Coates claps, takes the snap, looks, fires off to his left, wide open receiver, and it was dropped. It'll be second down.
Oh, lucky he dropped it on that one. If he breaks one tackle, there's a chance he walks into the end zone.
And you wouldn't be surprised here if Jason Coulter, the head coach of the Midwest Hawks, tries to go to a more shortened offense, just getting the ball out, especially with seeing what the Riverhawks defenders have done, especially in the back end of the defense. They're getting to the breaks quicker. And I think Eric Johnson and company, that defense is just one step ahead of what the Midwest Hawks are trying to do. This is a Midwest Hawks offense last week, and I don't know the breakdown, but they put up 70 points on the Mid-State Thunderbirds, and right now they're being stalled here on a second down, single back, receivers to his left and right, takes the snap, almost lost the snap there as Coates looks, fires deep, incomplete. It's going to be third down. Great job by that corner there not to get his hands in.
Yeah, great job by the corner, but, man, I didn't get to see who it was applying that pressure, but he was coming out like a bat out of hell off that defensive line. He was punching his way to the quarterback, and he even got a hit on Coates. Great pressure. I believe it was – I can't tell who it was. I believe it was Logan Larson-Smith. I might be wrong, but – he seriously put some pressure, and he was fighting for that quarterback.
Well, when in doubt, put Logan's name in the mix because the guy is just a spectacular athlete. He will find a way to get to the quarterback and make things matter. And here's the deal. Any quarterback that's got that much pressure throws you off your game. You don't have much time to read here for Maurice Coates as he waits the snap, single back, receivers to his left and right. Riverhawks showing 4 down pressure here. Coates fakes the handoff. Being hunted down, he's going to try to take it himself, and he's going to go absolutely nowhere. Stuffed at the line, and I'm not sure if that's a sack. Maybe gets a yard on the play.
Well, that was good for the safety, Dalton McCarty, running all the way across the field, making the first hit, but it was a big gang tackle there. Looks like McCarty was there. Robert Jones, linebacker, was also there, and of course, Javon Menard always there to make a tackle, too. So great gang tackling by the secondary and linebackers to make that play not go anywhere.
A huge play, and be sure to stick around, folks. 6 minutes and 15 seconds left in the first half. We'll break it all down for you on the Bugman of Muscatine halftime show. Be sure to stick around for that, where we break down this game, and if I can get my hands on any scores for other games in this league, I'll be sure to do that as well. It's going to be a 4th down. Let's see if the Riverhawks defense can hold surge yet again. 4 down pressure. Receiver in motion. He's going to fake the sweep. He's going to look. He's going to go absolutely nowhere. Boom, baby. Turnover on downs. High-tech first down. High-tech signs first down for Muscatine.
Devin Davis on the defensive line making an arm tackle.
Go, big fella.
Just put his arm out there, and he grabbed on and pulled him down. You like to see it there. Coach was definitely going to go for a run, but also point out that the defense and secondary definitely was able to hold their own out there, not letting any pass get open.
Yeah, Devin Davis is going to come get a wash. That a boy, big fella. Great play. High-tech signs first down. I tell you, partner, I think my voice has cracked more today than it has the past, 10 years. So I'm pretty sure I'll get some slack for that later from friends and family. Are you watching? So hope I'm giving you some entertainment here on the Sunday afternoon.
You're going to get flack from us on the way home. So,
yeah, I wouldn't expect anything less. You guys are just the best in the business to work with here. On a first down, can't tell if that's Taylor or Franklin.
That would be Zach Taylor, and that quarterback.
Zach Taylor's going to stay, going to roll with the hot hand. Each quarterback with a touchdown today. And we await the snap. It's going to be trips to the left. Taylor's going to look. He's got to float inside, avoids another sack, and Taylor's just going to take off with it. Why not? He's going to barrel through, gain about 6 or 7 yards, and it'll be a second down.
Oh, somebody's down on the field. I think it's Taylor.
Oh,
man. I was going to say before the game he was throwing passes, and he has a cannon on him, the lefty, kind of like Michael Vick running and throwing, but he looks like he's in a lot of pain.
Yeah, let's just cut to commercial here real quick, guys. Give him some respect. 5:30 left. Muscatine Riverhawks Media Network. We'll be right back. If you are looking for a place for fellowship and worship with great people, look no further than River City Church, welcoming those from all walks of life and faith with 2 Sunday services at 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. in Moline and 10 a.m. in Milan. More information can be provided by calling 309-764-5685 or 309-558-0065. River City Church, proud sponsors of the Muscatine Riverhawks. Welcome back here, Riverhawks Media Network. Scary moment there. Zach Taylor, quarterback number 11, was down, got up on his own power, hoping it's just a stinger. He's still got his helmet on. Coach is making sure all is right. We'll have to take a play or two off. They're going to give him a wash here. So that means Kyle Franklin's back. And again, 2 quarterbacks, they've both done a great job today. So, not necessarily rolling with the high hand like I said, but whatever the scenario dictates, Martin Barnhart certainly has that flexibility as Franklin takes the snap. He's going to fake the handoff, fire across the middle, and it's intercepted. Right across the middle as he cuts back near side. He's going to be taken down by a swarm of Riverhawks players, and that's a very quick turnover.
They really attempted to do a lot of trickery on that play. They did a play action and then a pump fake to the right and just got back and tried to let it fly across the middle, but the defender was there. There's also a flag on the play. I guess a bunch of pushing and shoving after the game. But, when you have a lot going on in the backfield on a play call like that, it's easy for the quarterback to just not see where he's throwing that football, and I think that defender just kind of snuck up on him.
Yeah, just a silly mistake there by Franklin. I'm sure he'll go back to the sideline and realize maybe he shouldn't have let that ball go. But the Riverhawks defense will come back onto the field, I believe, as we're waiting for some.
Yeah, there's gonna be some flags. Looks like a little bit of pushing and shoving after the play, a little bit of jawing.
Yeah, and the league's trying to cut down on that as much as possible. Granted, you've been a football player, I've been a football player. Tensions get high, especially in a game that consists of a lot of contact. But the league is trying to crack down on stuff like that, trying to keep games going. We got a lot of people here today. Just looking across, easily 100 plus. I'm not entirely sure the exact count, but we've got a lot of people here today watching great football here. And if you're watching at home on the Riverhawks Media Network, we certainly appreciate you as well. We're happy to have you here. Just under 5 minutes left in the second quarter. And the Midwest Hawks threatening here deep in Riverhawks territory, trying to get on the board. Muscatine up 12-0. And let's see if the Riverhawks defense can bail Franklin out of that turnover as Coates wades back to the left, receivers to his left and right. Oh, that's a botched snap. And Coates luckily got it back.
Looks like they're doing a little trickery on the defense. They're showing blitz and then backing off. They're really probably that's what happened, caused the bad snap. The center noticed, hey, he's blitzing. Oh, wait, he's not blitzing. Now he's got to readjust. So, other than that, not much to analyze there.
Well, and you can tell Eric Johnson's defense, they are showing a lot of guys at the line trying to throw Coates off his game, trying to get him out of his rhythm. And I think if they continue to do that, they're going to be quite successful with that here. Looking at the scoreboard, 4 minutes, 18 seconds left in the first half. Good guys up 12-0. And let's see if the Riverhawks defense can continue to press, continue to push back on Coates and company for the Midwest Hawks offense. Receivers to his right and left, single back, tight, split, left-right motion. Coates takes the snap, and it's going to go absolutely nowhere. Another big loss. And who is that, number 53, number 52?
22.
Number 22, is that Dalton McCarty again?
McCarty.
My goodness. Luckily, we had him on the podcast this week. He sure seemed fired up in our interview to play. He's brought it today.
Yeah, Mark McCarty flying to the ball today. He really just has no regard for human life at this moment. He's just trying to make the tackle, and he just.
Saying that.
No, I'm saying that because he has been playing lights out today.
Yeah,
he's
been
making
all
every
over the
tackle,
place.
and he's just playing well.
Yeah, and be sure to look out, folks. We're going to be sure to make a poll on our Twitter page and maybe at least get a comment on Facebook on who you think the Danview Inn player of the game is going to be. We hope to have them in the tent for an interview, hopefully after a Riverhawks win. But right now it's going to be, third down and long for Coates. Receivers to his left and right. Back left. Coates looks, has to get rid of it quickly. Oh, just nearly intercepted there. It's going to be 4th and long.
A lot more pressure applied to the quarterback again, what we've been seeing all day and last week too. These are pressure incompletions is what they are. They are forcing him to get the ball out of his hand quick and not go through his reads. He just doesn't want to get hit at this point, so let's keep that up.
Well, we talked about Coates being a dual-threat guy. If you take one of those elements out and feel like you force him to either throw or force him to run, the Riverhawks defense has done a very good job of doing that.
They have, but make sure you don't get lackadaisical with it. Don't forget he is a dual-threat quarterback. You may be doing well in one aspect right now, but it doesn't take much for a defender to forget that he can also run, and that's when those big plays happen, when you get a little too complacent with your defensive line.
Yeah, for those keeping track of the time at home, 3 minutes left here in the first half, and it's going to be a 4th down and long. Let's see what the Midwest Hawks decide to do, if they decide to pin it back or go for it. And it looks like they're setting an offensive zone here, an offensive set, as Coates takes the snap. Looking. He's got Riverhawks breathing down his neck, but he takes off, and he darn near got the first down, I think.
Well, I think they're right by the end zone, so that would have been a touchdown, but it was stopped. But like I said that a few minutes ago. Dual-threat quarterback's been passing so much, you kind of forget that he runs, and then a play like that can happen. Good on them for getting the stop, though. And I think that's going to lead into the offense. Yep, turnover on downs.
It's going to be another turnover on downs, another high-tech signs Riverhawks first down for all your signage needs. Contact high-tech signs. For those keeping track of the time at home, I'm looking closely. 2 minutes, 46 seconds left here in the first half. Riverhawks 12, Midwest Hawks nothing. We've got tents blowing around all over the place today. Luckily, ours has stayed, fairly intact compared to last week. I think that's a plus. The Riverhawks offense will go into a quick 2-minute set here, try to get some late points. They did kick the ball off, so they will get the ball to receive the second half. How huge would points be here?
Well, I mean, you said it yourself. They kicked the ball off at the beginning of the game. Timeout here by the Riverhawks, but if you score right here, you're getting points, you're increasing the lead you already have, and then you have a chance to increase that lead again and get the ball right back.
No one better in the business, partner, I can tell you. Let's take a quick break here while we're in the timeout. Muscatine 12, Midwest Hawks nothing. This is Riverhawks football on the Riverhawks Media Network.
Have some critters bugging you and your home team or business? Call The Bugman, the top quality pest control service in Muscatine. Services include tackling ants, bed bugs, bees, cockroaches, fleas or mites, hornets, wasps, home inspections, and so much more. Give them a call at 563-554-2847. The Bugman, proud sponsor of the Muscatine Riverhawks.
Nutrition Outlet. If you are looking to maintain your health or get back in shape, Nutrition Outlet provides a wide variety of products and services, including biometric scanning, organic salon, detox sessions, emotional balancing, and natural health assessments.
And welcome back here. It's going to be first down and yardage for Muscatine. I can't tell if that's Taylor or Franklin. It looks like Taylor. Yep, it is Taylor. Lefty is going to fire across and incomplete there. It'll be second down.
Trying to see who that intended receiver was. I believe that was number 87, Cameron Draymire. Had his hand on it, but still kind of not the pass you want, not the look you want as a receiver, so bring up second down.
No, and I'm surprised here for the Riverhawks if they're trying to, not slow this game down, but run the clock out here. You're up 12. You're up a couple possessions.
You have plenty. 2 minutes and 42 seconds left on the clock. You have plenty of time to make it happen. I think that pass there was just trying to establish that rhythm I'm always talking about.
Well, I guess, partner, what I was trying to get at is maybe chew up some of this clock to not give the Midwest Hawks a potential other possession. Second down and long. Two receivers to his right. Single back deep behind Taylor as he awaits the snap. Takes a snap. It's going to be a direct snap, and Taylor's going to run, burrow through. He's going to get some yards, and it'll be third down.
A speed option there, but no pitch. They had an open hole. Good blocking by the offensive line, getting to the secondary with the linebackers. Solid play call there, but third down brings up third down. Might be seeing a little bit of passing. Well, I don't know.
It's going to be third down and 4 or 5, I would say, for our vantage point here in the tent.
Well, then I wouldn't be surprised if they let the big man run the football again, Zach Taylor.
And tick, tick, tick. That clock continues to run. 2 minutes and 10 seconds left here. Third down and 4. He's got dual receivers to his left, one to his right, no back. But don't be surprised, folks. He could run. Motion from right to left. I believe that's going to be Zach Minch, who scored the touchdown earlier for Muscatine. Taylor takes the snap. Looks like he was waiting for something to develop that didn't. But he's got a player out in space. I'm not sure if that was Minch, but that should be a first down.
So you said you were waiting for something to develop. That's exactly what he was doing. He was waiting for that screen to develop, so they let the defensive line apply pressure, and Minch just waited there, and he dumped it off, and they got themselves a first down.
I guess I'm waiting on the down and distance gentleman here to show me what he's working with, because he still shows third down.
Well, actually, there might be a flag on the play. It looks like they're moving back, and they're going to replay the down.
See those penalties. I'm telling you, with this late in the half, late in the game, you don't want those penalties to come back and kick you. Just like it's doing to Muscatine now, we'll get a replay of third down. It should be third down about 10. Couldn't tell if that was maybe a hold. They tossed it out to Minch in space. And
possibly. On a screenplay like that, you got your defender coming right for your quarterback, and looks like they're going to call. Not exactly sure what's going on with the refs here, but
yeah, the officials waiting to place the ball and get things started as the offense will maybe have to regroup here. Late in the first half, if you're just joining us, you've missed quite a bit of a stalemate early on. The last 2 possessions for Muscatine have been scores. It's going to be a timeout. Let's take a quick break. Muscatine 12, Midwest Hawks nothing. This is Riverhawks football on the Riverhawks Media Network.
If you're in the mood for some new ink, look no further than Pearl City Tattoo. Bill Kaufman opened Pearl City Tattoo in 2005 and has grown to be the most recommended tattoo shop in Muscatine, believing that every customer deserves the best experience possible, and they set the standard for communication, prompt scheduling, and transparent pricing. You have questions, you can reach out to Bill on Facebook and Instagram or contact them at 563-263-7001. Proud sponsors of Muscatine Riverhawks football. The Riverhawks Media Network is looking forward to bringing you, the fans, nonstop football action here this 2021 season. But we are also excited to bring you a way to get involved in the action and support a great cause all season long. The Muscatine Riverhawks, in partnership with the Riverhawks Media Network, are proud to bring the season-long donations with our partners of the Ronald McDonald House Charities of Eastern Iowa and Western Illinois. The Riverhawks have committed to donating as a team every time the defense.
And we're back into the Riverhawks Media Network. 1:46 left. Here to play in the first half. It's going to be third down and long as Taylor is going to be the quarterback in. He's got receivers to his left and right, no back. Takes the snap. Takes his drop. Looks. Fires deep. Nearly intercepted. Again, another pass there in the gust in the wind, and it's going to be fourth down.
Well, you said it, gust in the wind. Our tent got hit pretty hard right as that play started, right into the face of Zach Taylor, so he really had the elements against him on that one. However, credit the offensive line, giving him time to get that pass out. 50-50 ball, could not come down with it. Brings up
folks,
fourth down.
I tell you right now, I am waiting on halftime so I can readjust this tent right now. My left arm is holding a post down so that I don't fly away. And if I do fly away, it's going to be Jake Landry's call the rest of the way, assuming he's still up and moving. Here on the Riverhawks, fourth down. Happy to have you with us here on the Riverhawks Media Network. And the Riverhawks are just going to boot the ball away right into the wind. It's going to sit and roll over the midfield stripe, and they'll have it at just about the 28-29 yard line. And let's take another quick break here. 12-0 Riverhawks over the Midwest Hawks. This is Riverhawks football on the Riverhawks Media Network.
Nutrition Outlet. If you're looking to maintain your health or get back in shape, Nutrition Outlet provides a wide variety of products and services, including biometric scanning, organic salon, detox sessions, emotional balancing, and natural health assessments. Contact them at 563-264-8124. Nutrition Outlet, proud sponsors of Muscatine Riverhawks football.
And welcome back here on the Riverhawks Media Network. 12-0 Muscatine over the Midwest Hawks. We got a minute 30 left here in the first half. And let's see if the Riverhawks can keep the Midwest Hawks, see all those Hawks off the scoreboard. Here's the Riverhawks defense has done a good job so far keeping them out of the end zone. Coates all by himself trips to the left. It's going to be a direct pass, and it's going to go absolutely nowhere. They sniffed that out right away.
The Riverhawks also sent all their pressure, seeing a lot of blitzing from the linebackers that play. Not much happening there, but talking about all these Hawks, there's also the Quad City Nighthawks, and you know what, just all these birds, and it's hard to keep up with.
The Quad City Nighthawks are hosting the defending champion Peoria Punishers today. That is one of the many games going on in the MAFL, and while we are at break for halftime, I will try to get those score updates to you in case you are interested. Second down and long here for the Midwest Hawks. I'm sorry, second down and short. We're talking like a yard or two. As Coates awaits the snap, he's got receivers to his left. Riverhawks showing plenty of pressure up front. Takes the snap. Oh, man. Could have sworn he was going to get sacked there, but instead it's going to be a favorable gain for the Midwest Hawks, and the clock continues to roll here. We're at a minute 15, and it looks like we're going to get a timeout.
Simple little first or second and short play. Home route in the middle caught by number 88, Caleb Buell, I believe is his last name. Sorry about that if I butchered that. But Coates stepped up in the pocket. But there was a lot of pressure. They're still applying that pressure. I like to see that.
Well, I'm not sure the players aren't lining up for a timeout, but at the same time.
Oh, there's a penalty. Too many men on the field.
Too many men on the field.
Wow. On the Midwest Hawks, by the way.
Yeah, it's pretty rare to see too many men. Oh, you can only have 8 at one time. That must have been a confusion in terms of personnel for Jason Coulter and the Midwest Hawks offense. Will drive them back. Again, going to be second down and short for the Midwest Hawks. He's going to have receivers to his left and right as Coates takes the snap. Takes the snap, looks, scrambles to his right, fires across, and completed a couple of broken tackles. Get him down, guys. Come on. And that's going to be another Midwest Hawks first down, and that will, I believe, they will call a timeout. Yep. Timeout Midwest Hawks. A minute 2 left to play. 12-0 Muscatine. We'll be right back on the Riverhawks Media Network.
If you're in the Davenport area, check out the Dam View. Welcome to your favorite dive bar tucked away downtown. They host a wide range of beers, many of which are local, as well as daily specials, good service, and a large patio. Contact them at 563-324-4434. Proud supporters of the Muscatine Riverhawks.
The Quad City Insulators. With over a decade in home comfort, the Quad City Insulators exist to serve the needs of their homeowners, architects, farmers, and business owners. The amount of money that is wasted due to heating and cooling loss has created a strong demand for not only their superior products, but superior workmanship. They can be contacted at 309-373. And welcome back here, Riverhawks Media Network. Minute and 2 left. Fresh set of first downs for the Midwest Hawks as Coates takes the snap, immediately pressured. Dual threat quarterback as he takes it up to the left side. Continuing to drive in.
I think he walked in for a touchdown.
And he's in. Touchdown Midwest Hawks, and that's the first touchdown given up by the Riverhawks defense this year.
We got a flag on the play. Looks like it's going to be unsportsmanlike conduct on the Hawks. Something that's been touched on in the league a lot this week. But right there, it's just that's pure athleticism making plays happen. He broke a bunch of tackles. Guys getting off him. He's just running around, man. That was just a good effort by Coates. Not much defense can do except for wrap up.
Yeah, and at the same time, partner, when there was about 2 minutes and 40 seconds left, this is what I feared. Giving a team like this too much time. Now you give them life potentially heading into the half. The Riverhawks offense here, you still got 54 seconds. I'm sure you've got some timeouts left. You can put something together in terms of trying to get another score. Luckily, the good side of things is they will get the ball to start the second half, and we'll talk about that more in 54 seconds on the Bugman halftime report.
On that penalty, they got an unsportsmanlike conduct. Now they're going to have to be doing their two-point conversion from about 20 yards out almost.
Yeah, that's not something that you want to do. Extra points. We haven't seen the Riverhawks offense put up too many extra points. I'm not sure what the percentage of makes for the Midwest Hawks are, but you're talking a good 20 yards here on the extra point.
Also, first touchdown given up by the Riverhawks this season.
Yep, absolutely. Let's see what Coates decides to do. He's going to have 2 receivers to his right and left. They're going to pin themselves back here. takes the snap, looking. He's got absolutely nowhere to go, and he is absolutely brought down big time by the Riverhawks special teams, defensive unit.
That big man Raekwon Jefferson helping him up after, and then also number 95 Kenneth Faust, also a big man. He's angry, he's hyped up. I love to see that.
Yeah, I would have been surprised to see the Midwest Hawks convert there. You're talking 20, 25 yards in terms of making the extra point. But now here, partner, break it down for us. You're the best in the business. 54 seconds left, maybe a handful of timeouts, 2. Let's just go with 2. What's your game plan here? What are you going to roll with in terms of an offensive scheme to get some points here before the half?
Well, I feel like Kyle Franklin has been getting into a good rhythm when he's in there. So what you need to do is get in there, complete that. Hopefully on this kick return you could get some good field position. But 54 seconds on this field should be nothing, even if they need to go hurry up. I believe the Riverhawks has 1 timeout left. So get that rhythm established, get going, get that tempo, and you have enough time to drive down and score, and then get the ball back again and hopefully put some more points on the board, because now you got to create some more separation on that scoreboard.
Yeah, you got to play this. You got to play this opportunity cost here before we see the kick here with 54 seconds left. Do you push? Do you push the tempo? See if you can't score some points. I think if you've got timeouts left on the board, I don't see why you wouldn't. But the opposite side of that is you're guaranteed to get the ball back to start the second half. You've got to lead in a game where, listen, I'm on the pages. I see what people say. A lot of people thought this would be a rout for the Midwest Hawks. Muscatine's clearly come to play as the kick is away. Booming kick, and looks like that's going to be number 4, Zach Mitch, as he's off to the right side. Pushes. He's got some blockers. He's going down the sideline. He's loose. Oh, man, he was this close.
I was getting hyped up. I was about to jump out of my seat and celebrate that touchdown. Great return by Zach Minch. He's having a great day. He has himself the first touchdown, too.
I think that changes what you're going to do here. You're on the good side of the 30-yard line for the Riverhawks offense. A high-tech signs first down. For all your signage needs, please sure to contact High-Tech Signs. Riverhawks first down. You are threatening, pushing into enemy territory here. You'd have to think that Eric Johnson's going to go for the quick score here to see if he can't put himself back up by a couple scores. So we've got some personnel changes here on the offense. A high-tech signs first down. Muscatine driving. 12-6 Muscatine over the Midwest Hawks. 2 passing touchdowns. I'm sure we'll talk about the Air on the Bugman halftime report. Let's see what Franklin decides to do. I believe that's Kyle Franklin.
That is Kyle Franklin.
He's got a single back deep motion from right to left. He's going to hand the ball off. Good balance there to not get the shoelace type of tackle.
It looks like they blew the whistle early. They called him dead. I don't think I saw his knee go down.
I don't think so either. From our vantage point, it looked like he was still on his feet. We've got 32 seconds left.
And there's that last timeout, I believe, for the Riverhawks.
Yep, we're going to take a quick break here. 12-6, Riverhawks over the Midwest Hawks. They're threatening to score. We'll be back here on the Riverhawks Media Network.
Nutrition Outlet. If you're looking to maintain your health or get back in shape, Nutrition Outlet provides a wide variety of products and services, including biometric scanning, organic salon, detox sessions, emotional balancing, and natural health assessments. Contact them at 563-264-8124. Nutrition Outlet, proud sponsors of Muscatine Riverhawks football.
If you're in the mood for some new ink, look no further than Pearl City Tattoo. Bill Kaufman opened Pearl City Tattoo in 2005 and has grown to be the most recommended tattoo shop in Muscatine, believing that every customer deserves the best experience possible, and they set the standard for communication, prompt scheduling, and transparent pricing. If you have questions, you can reach out to Bill on Facebook and Instagram or contact them at 563-263-7001. Proud sponsors of Muscatine Riverhawks football. And welcome back here on the Riverhawks Media Network. 32 seconds left. The Riverhawks offense threatening here as 12-6 is our score here in this Week 2 MA8FL matchup. Franklin awaits the snap, has a back deep, 2 receivers to his left. Backer's going to swing out to the right. Is anyone on him? I can't really tell from here. Franklin's going to look. Fires over the middle. Incomplete. That would have been a touchdown.
Oh, I think he dropped it. Who is that? I can't really tell from here. Can't get a good number read from here, but you could tell he wanted that ball. It was in his hands. That should have been a touchdown. But good move on Kyle Franklin, rolling out, making the play happen, getting the ball off. See more of that at the during the day. You're going to put some more points on the board.
Yeah, it's going to be third down and short, and now, you're out of timeout, so anything on the ground, should you pick up this first down here or on the fourth down conversion, everything's got to be to the line. Everyone's got to move and get as many possessions here in 27 seconds left before we head to halftime as we can. And Franklin's going to, I believe he's got it back to his right. Can't really tell. Yep, that's going to be Ariro Greer to his left. Receivers to his left also. Looked like there was some jumping at the line. Are they going to throw a flag on that? I can't tell. Franklin to the end zone. And he caught it. Touchdown, Muscatine, number 9, Shea Mundine.
I've been waiting to see him do something all season because, he loves to come and talk to us all the time. But good for him getting open. I was a little worried there because they didn't jump. They didn't throw the flag, but he let it rip, and they scored, and it paid off. Awesome play. That's exactly what you need, especially, and there he is giving us a little wave.
Yep, that's he's saying hi to mom at home. That's a Boonies touchdown. Boonies on the Avenue in Muscatine. Over 27 big screen TVs and a family fun atmosphere to cater your next event for your home team. So be sure to visit Boonies on the Avenue in Muscatine. That's a Riverhawks touchdown. 18-6 over the Midwest Hawks here. Late first half, 22.5 seconds left on our scoreboard showing. And, exactly what Eric Johnson wanted as the Riverhawks look to scale away the extra point here. And that's going to be Franklin again with dual backs. Let's see if he can't push it in. He's going to do the quick handoff, and he's going to go absolutely nowhere. And so regardless, you put 6 on the board, you get a little more separation. 18-6, Muscatine over the Midwest Hawks. Let's take a quick break, and we'll be right back on the Riverhawks Media Network. Looking to level up your game this offseason? Or take care of your body mid-season for that late-season playoff push? Then Badlands Fitness is the place for you. Badlands Fitness is the Quad Cities' choice for elite athletic training for athletes of all ages, all sports, and levels. Contact them at 309-617-6416. Badlands Fitness, proud sponsors of Muscatine Riverhawks football. All-American Diner, the leading restaurant serving Muscatine, Muscatine County, and surrounding areas since 2020, serving breakfast all day as well as lunch and dinner. They offer a fish fry every Friday and a buffet on the weekends. For your next meal, visit All-American Diner in Muscatine or call for more information at 5. And welcome back here on the Riverhawks Media Network, 18-6. Kyle Franklin to Shea Mundine on the score, missed extra point. Braymeyer booms it away. 22 seconds left and counting as the clock ticks down. He heads off to the left and a big hit. He's absolutely got nowhere to go. A lot of black helmets there swarming, and it's going to be a first down with about 16 seconds left. And I would say if you're Eric Johnson, obviously there's no extra points, so just stay back. Let them take the sidelines as long as it's not too deep.
Well, I would be surprised if they even try to take a shot. They've had little to no progress in the air, and that is a long way to go in 15 seconds. So let's see if they just take a knee and kill the clock.
Well, you have to remember here for the Midwest Hawks, you took the ball to start the half, so you're not going to get the ball back at the start of the half. Muscatine, who's firmly in control of this game so far, obviously a lot of ball left to be played, but, imagine if Muscatine comes out and does the same thing on offense that they've done all game through the air, and you go up a few scores. Now, if you're Maurice Coates and company, you're really running out of options in terms of the ground game. I know Coates is a dual-threat guy, but he's been pretty much locked up all day. Something that we've noticed here is that, just like what I said, only showing 2 down or 3-man pressure here as Coates awaits the snap with receivers to his left and right. Takes the snap, weaves through, nearly sacked, gets out of it, waits, fires, and finds a receiver. Thought he was going to throw it away, couldn't tell there. And 3, and we'll get about 3 seconds left exactly before a timeout is called.
Huge effort by Coates, breaking some tackles. He's a little slippery.
He's an athlete, I'm telling you.
Hits his check down. They get a few yards and one more shot to try to score. Riverhawks back deep, too. They're sending everyone back. They're dropping what is, I guess you could call it a cover 4, but an 8-man.
It's probably just more of along the lines of a
prevent
just like defense.
Don't let it happen.
Don't let anything behind you. If they want to run it and do some trickery, I would assume we'll maybe see some laterals or stuff like that. If you're the Riverhawks secondary, you just have to tell yourself, listen, nothing goes behind you, everything stays in front of you. Let Hats swarm to the ball and finish this off. With 3 seconds left here in the first half, 18-6, Muscatine over the Midwest Hawks. Tyler Bean, Jake Landry in the broadcast tent, bringing this to you in Week 2 MA8FL action. And be sure to stick around for our halftime report presented by the Bugman of Muscatine. We'll break down the first half, go back to our keys of the game, see where we're at. Right now, Muscatine has just pretty much been the better team all afternoon. And we'll see what the Riverhawks defense decides to do here. I count 1, 2, 3, 4 men back deep. Showing just a little bit of pressure here for the Riverhawks defense as Coates takes the snap. He's going to look, he's going to wait, he's going to fire it deep, and that's going to be intercepted. Intercepted, number 32 for the Riverhawks on the interception.
Kyle McKenna with
the interception. And before we cut it, that turnover is brought to you by the Ronald McDonald House Charities of Eastern Iowa, Western Illinois, helping families with sick children provide love and support when they need it the most. What a way to end the first half. Riverhawks here on the Riverhawks Media Network is looking forward to bringing you, the fans, nonstop football action here this 2021 season. But we are also excited to bring you a way to get involved in the action and support a great cause all season long. The Muscatine Riverhawks, in partnership with the Riverhawks Media Network, are proud to bring the season-long donations with our partners of the Ronald McDonald House Charities of Eastern Iowa and Western Illinois. The Riverhawks have committed to donating as a team every time the defense gets a sack, turnover, touchdown, or safety. We are asking you, the fans, to get involved in this great organization that assists families with sick children stay close to each other and provide care and resources when they need it most. So while you support the team on the field, come support our team in donating to this great cause. More information can be provided across all of our social media platforms or by visiting gf.me/u/ZPNWMM. Thank you, the fans, for all the support you've given the Muscatine Riverhawks over the last 5 years. All-American Diner, the leading restaurant serving Muscatine, Muscatine County, and surrounding areas since 2020, serving breakfast all day as well as lunch and dinner. They offer a fish fry every Friday and a buffet on the weekends. For your next meal, visit All-American Diner in Muscatine or call for more information at 563-263-2224. All-American Diner, proud sponsors of Muscatine Riverhawks football. Looking to level up your game in the offseason? Taking care of your body midseason for that late-season playoff push? Then Badlands Fitness is the place for you. Badlands Fitness is the Quad Cities' choice for elite athletic training for athletes of all ages, sports, and levels. Contact them at 309-617-6416. Badlands Fitness, proud sponsors of Muscatine Riverhawks football.
Holler's Bar and Grill. Food to drool over and entertainment to make you dance. This is what you would imagine in a Quad Cities bar, and Holler's Bar and Grill is just the place to have it. Serving happy hour every day from 3 to 5 p.m. with daily drink and food specials. They also deliver. Contact them at 309-277-9028. Holler's Bar and Grill, proud sponsors of Muscatine Riverhawks football.
If you are looking for signs for your team or business, look no further than High Tech Signs and Apparel, a state-of-the-art full-service sign shop. And from the clean and modern off-light shop to the latest technology in designing and producing signs, High Tech Signs has a sales staff of over 25 years' experience to cater your every need. Services include large format digital printing, interior signage, exterior signage, vehicle solutions, and apparel. When it comes to solving the sign problems, the solution is High Tech Signs and Apparel. Located at 3359 Middle Road, Suite 2 in Bettendorf, you can call them with any of your questions at 563-449-9400. High Tech Signs and Apparel, proud sponsors of Muscatine Riverhawks football.
Zach, your shot is good. Okay, make sure your mics are on.
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go.
And welcome into the Bugman halftime report. Tyler Bean, Jake Landry, halftime here in Muscatine. 18-6. Good guys. Jake, what a great first half. 3 passing touchdowns, something that I don't think we really anticipated with the turf conditions. We expected the running game to play a big part, and it's not like it hasn't played a big part, but certainly a good first half for Muscatine.
Yeah, huge shift from last week where we had nothing but running. We had a lot going on in the air, not just on the Riverhawks side, but from the Midwest Hawks side. They decided to go with the long ball. They haven't been as successful, obviously. The scoreboard says otherwise. But that quarterback, totally blanking on
Maurice
his name.
Coates.
Maurice Coates.
Yeah.
Wow, we've been talking about him all day, and I just blanked.
That's
Anyway,
all right.
He's been playing very well using his feet. Riverhawks have had a little bit of a headache trying to keep him in the pocket. But overall, defense playing well, offense playing well. You like to see it.
Well, certainly, and another thing that I'd like to mention is the fact that the offensive linemen seem to be not getting blown up at the line. You can say it for both teams. You're just not seeing a whole lot of push, and I'm not sure if that's changing the game plan for both Jason Coulter and Eric Johnson, but you can just clearly see that the Riverhawks are making less mistakes. They're taking advantage of the good field position that they've been given, and, quickly go back to your keys of the game today and see what stuck out for us.
Well, obviously, the first thing I said was cleaner game. And, yes, it has been a cleaner game, but it has not been quite the cleanest game possible. There's still mistakes, a couple of penalties, a couple bad penalties, a couple blown coverages that we've seen throughout the game. So, cleaner game, yes, but you could still clean it up a little better. Offensive-wise, I said establish the run. Well, kind of throw that one out the window because they haven't needed to. For some reason, that passing game has just come to life today, and that's perfectly fine. If that's working, stick with it. Keep going. However, they have established a tempo. We finally saw a full drive, something we haven't been able to see where they started back in their own territory, and they set up a drive and drove down the field. So that tempo has been established. Keep that going. And on defense, they are keeping the pressure. They have kept that pressure up. They're in that backfield almost every play. However, Coates is a little shifty, a little more athletic. And I go back to what I said earlier in this game. Don't forget, he is a dual-threat quarterback. You may be doing good, and we saw that on Coates' touchdown for the Hawks. The defense seemed to forget, he could run the ball too, and that's how he was able to walk in. So let's keep that defensive pressure up, and it's going to be fine for the rest of here. One other point that I don't think I'm touching on enough, Tyler, and let me see what you think about this. 2-point conversions and point-after attempts. We have not seen a single conversion this season, I believe. And I'm starting to think, especially in a game like this where there's a chance the tide can change, that could be a problem if the scoreboard starts to light up on the Midwest Hawks side.
Every point counts, right? And I think maybe this week when we air the podcast, we got to tell Eric, is that necessarily a concern to you? Obviously, 6 points is better than none, and there's no field goals in this league in the MAAFL. So you have to start thinking, do we got to switch things up? Do we got to go a little wildcat? Do we have to maybe put some different personnel in terms of getting those extra points? Because at the end of the day, those will matter, and that could matter in this game. It's 18-6. Obviously, this ball game is far from over. That's a very good football team on the other side of the field there, and they're going to regroup. They're going to come back. Luckily, the Muscatine Riverhawks will receive the ball to start the second half, and now's the time during this halftime show to bring you scores from around the league. Peoria is in Davenport playing the Quad City Nighthawks. The last update I got that they were up 22-12 there with about 25 seconds left in the half. Game of the week on the Watkins Sports Network. TST taking on the Clark County Chiefs. They are up 14-12 at halftime. And then the other game that I don't have a score update on, but Burlington playing the Effingham County Storm, the Central State Savages, and the Mid-State Thunderbirds are on a bye. Jake, real quick, last bit of information before we cut to a break here at halftime. What do the Riverhawks have to continue to do in the second half in order to come home with a W this week?
Well, I'm going to say this every single time. They need to keep up that pressure on defense and don't let Coates out of that pocket. Don't let him scramble. Secondary has been phenomenal today. They've been playing very well. Keep it up on that. Keep playing zone. Keep playing your man. Offensively, keep the passing game going. Get that running game going if you can. But so far, Kyle Franklin and Zach Taylor have been playing very well. They seem to have a good chemistry. Shea Mundine finally getting in the end zone. Zach Minch also having a good game, that first touchdown reception. Keep that passing game going. Keep that tempo. Keep putting it on them. Just keep applying that pressure offensively and defensively.
Well, hey, you're the best in the business for a reason, partner. I appreciate your insight. We'll be right back to get started for the second half here. Midwest Hawks, Muscatine Riverhawks, 18-6. We'll be right back right here on the Riverhawks Media Network. Don't go away.
If you're in the mood for some new ink,
look no further than Pearl City Tattoo. Bill Kaufman opened Pearl City Tattoo in 2005 and has grown to be the most recommended tattoo shop in Muscatine, believing that every customer deserves the best experience possible, and they set the standard for communication, prompt scheduling, and transparent pricing. You have questions, you can reach out to Bill on Facebook and Instagram or contact them at 563-263-7001, proud sponsors of Muscatine Riverhawks football. If you are looking for a place for fellowship and worship with great people, look no further than River City Church, welcoming those from all walks of life and faith with 2 Sunday services at 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. in Moline and 10 a.m. in Milan. More information can be provided by calling 309-764-5685 or 309-558-0065. River City Church, proud sponsors of the Muscatine Riverhawks. The Quad City Insulators. With over a decade in home comfort, the Quad City Insulators exist to serve the needs of their homeowners, architects, farmers, and business owners. The amount of money that is wasted due to heating and cooling loss has created a strong demand for not only their superior products, but superior workmanship. They can be contacted at 309-373-0505 and are proud sponsors of the Muscatine Riverhawks. The Riverhawks Media Network is looking forward to bringing you, the fans, nonstop football action here this 2021 season. But we are also excited to bring you a way to get involved in the action and support a great cause all season long. The Muscatine Riverhawks, in partnership with the Riverhawks Media Network, are proud to bring the season-long donations with our partners of the Ronald McDonald House Charities of Eastern Iowa and Western Illinois. The Riverhawks have committed to donating as a team every time the defense gets a sack, turnover, touchdown, or safety. We are asking you, the fans, to get involved in this great organization that assists families with sick children stay close to each other and provide care and resources when they need it most. So while you support the team on the field, come support our team in donating to this great cause. More information can be provided across all of our social media platforms or by visiting gf.me/u/ZPNWMM. Thank you, the fans, for all the support you've given the Muscatine Riverhawks over the last 5 years. Have some critters bugging you and your home team or business? Call The Bugman, the top quality pest control service in Muscatine. Services include tackling ants, bed bugs, bees, cockroaches, fleas or mites, hornets, wasps, home inspections, and so much more. Give them a call at 563-554-2847. The Bugman, proud sponsor of the Muscatine Riverhawks.
If you're in the Davenport area, check out the Dam View. Welcome to your favorite dive bar tucked away downtown. They host a wide range of beers, many of which are local, as well as daily specials, good service, and a large patio. Contact them at 563-324-4434. Proud supporters of the Muscatine Riverhawks. Nutrition Outlet. If you are looking to maintain your health or get back in shape, Nutrition Outlet provides a wide variety of products and services, including biometric scanning, organic salon, detox sessions, emotional balancing, and natural health assessments. Contact them at 563-264-8124. Nutrition Outlet, proud sponsors of Muscatine Riverhawks football.
This is the portion of our broadcast where you can see your ad in our next upcoming podcast or live stream game. The Muscatine Riverhawks provide a wide variety of sponsorship packages to cater the needs of your business. More information on these packages can be provided to you from Kyle Bass or Eric Johnson, and their contact information is 563-299-8334 or 309-721-5560. We look forward to your support this season, and as always, go Riverhawks. If you are looking for signs for your team or business, look no further than High Tech Signs and Apparel, a state-of-the-art full-service sign shop, and from the clean and modern off-light shop to the latest technology in designing and producing signs, High Tech Signs has a sales staff of over 25 years experience to cater your every need. Services include large format digital printing, interior signage, exterior signage, vehicle solutions, and apparel. When it comes to solving the sign problems, the solution is High Tech Signs and Apparel. located at 3359 Middle Road, Suite 2 in Bettendorf. You can call them with any of your questions at 563-449-9400. High-Tech Signs and Apparel, proud sponsors of Muscatine Riverhawks football. We're back here on the Riverhawks Media Network. Diallo gets the ball, heads left, heads to the right. He breaks a couple of tackles, and he could go. He's to the 20, to the 10. Could go all the way for a Boonies Riverhawks touchdown.
Man, I'm hungry.
And what's this, folks? Change of events as Diallo's off the field. Looks like he's on Iowa Avenue in Muscatine. I think he said something about being hungry. He crosses the street. He jumps the curb. Oh, look no further. He's at Boonies on the Avenue. Let's head inside. That is an MVP play, and you could be the MVP of your team at home by heading to Boonies on the Avenue in Muscatine. A family restaurant with over 27 big screen TVs, daily food and drink specials to cater the needs of any sports fan, from a rookie to a Hall of Famer. Looking for a night out or a place to watch the big game? Look no further than Boonies on the Avenue, located at 214 Iowa Avenue in Muscatine, or by phone at 563-263-0626. Boonies on the Avenue, proud sponsors of Muscatine Riverhawks football. And welcome back here on the Riverhawks Media Network. Tyler Bean, Jake Landry here side by side. Just starting the second half here, 18-6 Muscatine. And my partner is giving me the thumbs up, letting me know that we are all set up here, ready for second half action, partner. We talked about at the halftime. You know, the team that makes the least amount of mistakes obviously is going to come out the winner here. And if you're the Muscatine offense, fresh set of downs, fresh quarter. Hopefully more of the same there like they had in the last drive with under a minute.
Oh, absolutely. You want the same you had in the last drive under a minute. You got a chance to capitalize here. You got a chance to put up some big scoreboard and really increase that deficit that the Midwest Hawks are going to have to face going into this half. So definitely a chance to capitalize on a very good situation.
Yeah, and just looking at the Riverhawks sideline, you know, I was kind of looking at Zach Taylor and Kyle Franklin. They both look pretty healthy here as the ball's kicked. Ball's underway. We're underway here in the second half. Riverhawks Media Network. Ball picked up as he heads from left to right, looking to get some blockers. He's got a couple, and he's brought down right about the 25-yard line, 26-yard line, and it'll be a High-Tech Signs first down. Muscatine.
Devontae Levi on the return. What an athlete there. He's making a solid return, solid run. Good field position to start out for this first drive in the half.
Yeah, and speaking of Devontae Levi, we kind of botched it last week. We said Devontae Levy. He was sure to tell us it's Levi, and Brent Klinkenberg was sitting next to us and said, yeah, I like the jeans. And now let's bring up the Riverhawks starting offensive unit. We did not do that in the first half. Jefferson Smith, Bond, Burjoyce, Thomas, Dramier, Franklin, along with Zach Taylor, Elijah Diallo, Arir Greer, Paris Taylor, and Zach Minch round out your Riverhawks starting unit. A lot of pieces being moved in, but a High-Tech Signs first down. Let's see if our boys in black and gold can't put another score on the board, 18-6. If you're just joining us, start of the second half action. And we will start with Franklin with a quick direct throw, heading up the field. Gets himself quite a few yards. It'll be second down.
I like that play call. Nice little tunnel screen. That's an easy pass to complete. Gets your quarterback in a rhythm. Gets you a few good yards, and you got an easy second down here. You could go with anything. You could go deep. You could run. Either way, that first down marker is right there. I like that play call.
Hey, partner, write down some notes. You may have some plays to debut on Chalk Talk, which is on Riverhawks Weekly every week, Wednesdays at 7 o'clock right here on the Riverhawks Media Network. And it's going to be a second down and maybe about 4 or 5 yards. For Franklin, he's got a back deep to his right, receivers to the left and right. 11 minutes and change left in the third quarter. Franklin's going to take the snap, hand the ball off. He nearly gets stuffed, but he's got room to run. He's going to burrow through, and that's going to be a Riverhawks first down, brought to you by High-Tech Signs.
Like that little stutter step juke he did there. That was a very good move, and he just plowed his way through the first down.
Yep, absolutely. Looks like the offensive line starting to get a push, starting to make things move. Something we didn't see in the first half in the run game, but maybe they made adjustments there. Martin Barnhart and Eric Johnson starting to get things to move just a little bit more. And a high-tech signs first down as we see the offense getting ready to come out here for another play.
Let's see if they go back to the air on this one, if they want to try to let the ball fly a little bit.
10 minutes and 20 seconds left in the third quarter. Yeah, we're trying to fix the time for you folks to see if we can't line it up with you. Just bear with us as Franklin fires. He's got it! Laji Diallo, touchdown Muscatine!
Oh, what a quick strike.
Boom,
there.
baby!
That's awesome. You got to be hyped up if you're a
Hey,
Riverhawks
there he
fan.
is.
Yeah,
Laji Diallo, my
celebrating.
man. Hey, we like to see all smiles here. Rob Jones getting in on the action. There's our boy Vu.
Well,
it's 24-6 Muscatine. 9:47, 9:45. Well, the clock's not necessarily right there, but I got it right here.
Well, Kyle Franklin right there, I just want to credit him stepping up in the pocket, running around, gets up and fires that ball. That was a bullet, and Laji Diallo right there, solid catch and run, wide open in the backfield. That was an all-around just great offensive play.
Yeah, what a fantastic throw. What a fantastic catch. And that touchdown's brought to you by Boonies on the Avenue with over 27 big screen TVs, can cater any event for your home team. Look no further than Boonies on the Avenue. Muscatine going for the extra point. You pointed on this partner. No extra points so far this year. Let's see if Muscatine can punch it in now.
Yep, you don't want points left on the board at all, and even little extra points like this.
Franklin's going to have dual backs. He's going to look to take it himself, pitch out to Ariro Greer, who's going to go absolutely nowhere. Another failed extra point. Let's take a quick break here. 24-6 Muscatine over the Midwest Hawks. You're watching Riverhawks football on the Riverhawks Media Network. Looking to level up your game this offseason or take care of your body midseason for that late season playoff push? Then Badlands Fitness is the place for you. Badlands Fitness is the Quad Cities' choice for elite athletic training for athletes of all ages, all sports, and levels. Contact them at 309-617-6416. Badlands Fitness, proud sponsors of Muscatine Riverhawks football. And welcome back here on the Riverhawks Media Network. Tyler Bean, Jake Landry. Last offensive possession for Muscatine, a quick score. Franklin to Diallo, 24-6 Muscatine. Jake, you talked about it. The passing game has just gone to work this afternoon between Taylor and Franklin, along with guys like Minch and Diallo. The running game was starting to get going there, too, which is another positive sign, but exactly what Muscatine wanted. And now they separate themselves by 18 points, 3 scores, and now you can really pin your ears back on defense and just go to work.
Oh, for sure, but what I loved about that drive is the tempo. It was a quick strike, lightning strike offense, and I just hope they could keep that up for the rest of the game.
And bada boom, Braymeyer kicks it. Oh, looks like they're going to
kick.
do a little bit of an onside
And they
kick.
got it.
Did we get it?
I believe they
Wow!
got it.
Muscatine got it. Unbelievable. And the Riverhawks get the football right back.
Looks like, I can't tell if that was Shea Mundine or I can't tell who it was. It might have been Shea Mundine or Lorenzo Sims. Did not get a good look at it. I think it was Shea Mundine.
Take a look at our man Eric Johnson. He's high-fiving all around going, come on, baby, let's go.
You know what? That was a ballsy play call, if you ask me. I really like how they are going on attack mode right now, and I like to see them keep this up.
Yeah, absolutely. And, we're going to have to talk about Coach Eric later this week about what his thought process was that completely caught the Midwest Hawks off guard.
Caught us off guard.
Caught us off guard, too. Hey, we get caught off guard by a lot of stuff, partner. But here's the deal. If you're Muscatine, this is huge. You're up 24-6. A shade over 10 minutes left in the third quarter. You have an opportunity to really blow this game wide open. Let's see what the Riverhawks offense does. First down. And the Muscatine Moving Company looking to make some things happen here. Looks like Franklin is the quarterback, takes a snap, direct snap to the back, and he gets about 5 or 6 yards. It'll be second down.
This offense is firing on all cylinders right now. The offensive line got a good push up there, and they're just bulldozing through this defense right now, 5 yards at a time, chipping away, or they're going to hit them with a long pass like we've seen earlier in this half.
Yep. Our official clock has 9 minutes and 40 seconds. We're just a little bit off on the time.
No worries here, folks. We're going to keep that to you. My man behind the scenes, Troy Hippen's doing everything he can to get that as close as possible. So just keep that in mind. Here's the Muscatine offense here on a second down, looking to move the football. Blood in the water. Da-na, da-na. Donna, 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 Donna. You can almost see it, right? Can you feel it? I can feel it from here.
Especially looking at this sideline. We got Faust just cranking everybody up. Everybody is so excited, and I just see them keep putting it on them.
Yep, dual backs for Franklin here. I keep trying to say Taylor, but I have to make sure I get it right for my quarterback's sake. He's going to have motion from right to left here on a second down. Gets set, takes the snap, fakes the handoff, fakes the pitch outside. Oh, man, that was a pretty crazy pitch there. He still got it, still on his feet, still moving. I don't know if I would try that again, partner.
Oh, it actually looks like they didn't get to it. It looks like it's the Midwest Hawks ball. They're still fighting for it on the ground, but I'm not exactly sure what's going through Franklin's head. He got a fake pitch, and he had yardage. I think he was just trying to do too much there, trying to toss it overhead. At that point, if you don't get the pitch off, if you don't have your look, just go down. Don't try to do anything crazy.
Yeah, the offense is coming off the field here while we try to keep the tent in place. And unfortunately, folks, again, if I fly away during this broadcast, my partner Jake Landry is going to take you the rest of the way while they go scoop me up off of 61 when I land, if I land. The Riverhawks defense will come on here. Just an errant turnover when you really had the pace, you really had the control. That could just be the offense trying to do too much. Maybe we'll have to talk to Coach Barnhart this week about the thought process behind that play. As the Midwest Hawks here with a little bit of life, there's still a heartbeat on that sideline. Again, this is a very, very good football team, folks, and they're going to look to try to come back here, Coates and company, with a Midwest Hawks first down. Muscatine defense has done their job so far this afternoon, holding them to only 6 points in the half, as they're going to show lots of pressure here in the box as Coates has a tight and a single back deep. Hands the ball off, cuts up the field, and gets maybe a yard, and that's probably being generous. It'll be second down.
That defense swarming to the ball, yellow and black like a bunch of bees. They're just there. They're not letting anything get by them, and this is just something that they've been doing the last 2 weeks.
You really had to say bees, partner. We had this conversation this morning here at my house trying to load the truck up. There was a wasp outside. Long story short, terrified of bees, so we had to bring that up. And unfortunately, I'll be scared in the next break. Second down, Midwest Hawks. Here for Coates with a single back deep. Receivers to his right and left. Awaits the snap with the tight end to the right. Takes the snap. He's going to look to pass. He's going to look deep, firing to the left, and it's caught, and it's in the end zone for a touchdown for the Midwest Hawks.
Not exactly sure what happened there. He just found himself in getting past the secondary. Looks like they're trying to call for a push-off on the defensive side. I wasn't able to see exactly how that played out, but
yeah, I'm not entirely sure. The only thing I saw is Coates scramble to his left and had a receiver open deep to the left side, and right now that's going to count. So just like that, an errant turnover costs the Riverhawks 6 points.
That was number 88, Caleb Buell, for the Midwest Hawks, making that touchdown. Good for him for going back up and getting the ball, but I think this defense is a little shaken up how they're allowed somebody to get behind them like that.
Well, here's the deal. Don't blink, because right now 12 points only separates these two before the extra point. That's 2 scores. There's still plenty of time left here. 8 minutes exactly in the third as the Midwest Hawks go for their extra point.
Intercepted.
Yep, Coates fires to the left. That's intercepted. Does that count as a turnover?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the rules state on that.
Yeah, why not? That's brought to you by the Ronald McDonald House Charities of Eastern Iowa and Western Illinois, providing love and support with families and sick children that need it the most. Why not? You know, it's for a good cause. Be sure to visit our Twitter page where we have the link posted. It will be up all season long. Please join us, join our team in donating to a great cause. Why not? I'm sure I might get some slack for that later, but it is a turnover in my mind. So the Riverhawks offense will go back to work after that errant turnover. 24-12. Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back here on the Riverhawks Media Network. All-American Diner, the leading restaurant serving Muscatine County and surrounding areas since 2020. Serving breakfast all day as well as lunch and dinner. They offer a fish fry every Friday and a buffet on the weekends. For your next meal, visit All-American Diner in Muscatine or call for more information at 563-263-2224. All-American Diner, proud sponsors of Muscatine Riverhawks football. And welcome back here on the Riverhawks Media Network. Tyler Bean, Jake Landry. Here in the booth, the Midwest Hawks get the turnover. They score right away. Let's see if the Riverhawks offense can settle down here, get back into what has got them 24 points. Again, I have to stress this. This Midwest Hawks team was in the championship game last year. They feel they have the roster to do it this year. Don't blink, because if you take it lightly, they will take advantage of that as the kick is away. And it looks like they were trying to do a direct snap. Oh, my goodness, the ball's still rolling. Oh, that's very close. The Riverhawks got right on it. Looks like
Disaster averted.
Jason Coulter was trying to give Eric Johnson a taste of his own medicine.
We got a player down on the field for the Midwest Hawks. No, he hopped up and he's running off, but that was number 3, Colby Duckworth. A little slow to get up on the play, but a disaster averted there. They hit a line drive. That's hard to catch. A ball coming at you like that, kicked, is a lot different than a ball thrown at you. That thing was coming fast. Nobody was really prepared for it, but, hey, we were walking away.
I think we're in for a great 20 minutes left of football. 7:53 left in the third quarter. As the Riverhawks offense, a high-tech signs first down. We'll look to get those points right back. You got to get those points right back. You can't worry about the last drive. The only thing you can worry about is this drive, this play. And let's see what the Riverhawks decide to do, whether they go back to the air, back to the ground. We'll see here shortly. And it looks like the Riverhawks offense is out there. They're calling the play, and here they come to the line. First down, high-tech signs first down for Muscatine. We're going to have receivers to the right, tight end to the right, single back to the left. Kyle Franklin, still the quarterback, takes the snap, looks. He's got nowhere to go. He's got to get rid of it. Got to get rid of it, and he doesn't. Down he goes, and that is a huge loss.
He just kind of muffed the snap a little bit and muffed the handoff. It looks like they were going for a play action, try to get something going deep. Just couldn't get a hold of it, and now here they are. They're facing, a second and a mile to go.
Yeah, about a second and a mile is right, partner. If you're the Riverhawks offense, my recommendation is settle down. This game is not only a game of inches, it's a game of possessions and a game of momentum. The Riverhawks, all for the first half, pretty much had the momentum. They come out on all cylinders in the second half with a big touchdown. But we've hit a wall. And if you hit a wall, you got to go back to what you did, what you know is right, what you've done right. Because this Midwest Hawks team now is starting to get a little momentum here on this second down.
Nail on the head. You're going to take my job here pretty soon.
Hey, listen, partner, don't get too crazy. Franklin back. Takes the snap, and he goes down again. This offensive line is not getting a lot of pressure, not providing a lot of pressure and a lot of time for Franklin to throw the ball. It's going to be third down and miles.
The Midwest Hawks defensive line must have had an awakening or something on the sideline after that touchdown because, even before on that fumble, they were applying pressure then. That's twice now they've gotten to Kyle Franklin in a snap. Offensive line's got to dig in and open up those gaps. Maybe, go to a different kind of run game. You got to do something as an offense to get back going because right now they are just stalling out completely.
If I had to guess, it's about third down and 20. And here, Jake, I think you'd love to pick up the first down, but anything closer to midfield is going to help the eventual kick of John Braymeyer to get the kick off. So let's see what they decide to do. Receivers to his left and right. Franklin awaits the snap with a single back. Midwest Hawks not showing too much pressure here as he's going to make an audible and make an adjustment. And he takes the snap. Yep, going to take the safe play and the handoff. It's going to go absolutely nowhere. It's going to be fourth down for Muscatine.
Well, when you get yourself in a situation like that where you're just so far back and stand really no chance of making this first down without risk, that's kind of the smart call there. And we'll go ahead and get your punter out. He's got the wind to his back, so he really has a chance to boot this one and pin them back deep.
Yeah, maybe a coffin corner here. It's not impossible. In pregame warm-ups, John Braymeyer was booting the
I don't know where you're trying to go with that.
I gotta be careful with my words here. John Braymeyer is kicking the ball very far. Let's go with that. Probably the safe thing here on a fourth down for Muscatine. Looks evident they're going to go for the punt here, maybe a protective punting unit here, just to get the kick away and pin them back and let the Riverhawks defense go to work. 24-12. We got 5 minutes exactly as Braymeyer's going to get the ball kicked away. Oh, that's a good roll, good bounce. We'll take that. It's going to end up, let's see where the official puts it. He's going to put it right near the midfield stripe, right at the midfield stripe. And let's take a quick break here. 24-12 Muscatine. You're watching Riverhawks football on the Riverhawks Media Network.
Holler's Bar and Grill. Food to drool over and entertainment to make you dance. This is what you would imagine in a Quad Cities bar, and Holler's Bar and Grill is just the place to have it. Serving happy hour every day from 3 to 5 p.m. with daily drink and food specials. They also deliver. Contact them at 309-277-9028. Holler's Bar and Grill, proud sponsors of Muscatine Riverhawks football.
And welcome back, Riverhawks football on the Riverhawks Media Network. Tyler Bean, Jake Landry in the tent. 4:56 left in the third quarter of play. First down for the Midwest Hawks, right at the midfield stripe. Coates with a tight end to the right, single back deep, receivers to his left and right. Takes a snap. He's going to fake the handoff, keep it himself. He's going to get about 5 yards.
Little jawing on the sideline, but
Yeah, just a little. Listen, I'm all fine with John as long as we keep it with the play on the field. That's the most important thing here. It's going to be a second down, about 10 yards for the Midwest Hawks, about 9 from my vantage point, actually. 4 minutes, 51 seconds left here in the third quarter.
a lot of the work that's been done for the Midwest Hawks on offense today has been through Coach's feet, and I don't expect that to change anytime soon. But that's good for the Riverhawks because it's really hard to come from behind when you're running the ball.
Yep, here we go. Receivers to his left and right, single back deep, tight end to the left. Riverhawks show 3 or 4 at the line, showing pressure. Coates takes the snap. Waits, throws the ball. It's complete. Far sideline, still roaming, and he's got the first down. First down, Midwest Hawks.
They're running Riverhawks are running a zone right now, and they're trying to keep anything from getting over the top, like on that touchdown. So that opened up a little hitch route on the outside. Easy first down for the receiver, catch and run. Going to be first down, Midwest.
And we got some guys pointing, potentially a flag on the play that will drive them back.
Drive killers. We talked about it for the Riverhawks. Midwest Hawks are no exception.
Football in general,
Yep.
right? Football in general.
Football in
Penalties
general.
will kill drives, especially stalling the offense. And let's see what they decide to do. We're still waiting on official word here as the officials get together and trying to discuss what the next play is here. The Riverhawks defense getting keys from Eric Johnson and the coaching staff on the sideline about where they will go next in terms of their game strategy.
Need the defense to get a big stop here. No points allowed right here, especially because the offense needs a chance to regroup and talk about what they're going to do to fix whatever's been going on. They've completely stalled on the offensive side of the ball, and they had a great tempo going at the beginning of this half. They just need to settle in.
Yep, and the football's going to go back, so I'm not sure if the first down – there's no automatic first down, so it's probably a replay of down.
Not exactly. I wonder what the penalty. It could have been a hold, or not exactly sure.
Yeah, that's the one disadvantage of having a first-year production team. We don't have people all over the field to call in what they saw. Eric Johnson's got some words for the official here. He's just looking to get a conversation with him.
Well, we hope.
Try to figure out what the call is here. 24-12, if you're just joining us, welcome in. 4:23 left here in the third quarter of play. And the Midwest Hawks continuing to fighting back here.
It's a first down.
Okay, so it will be a first down, but they will drive back. Coates, single back, receivers to his left and right, tight end to the right. Coates makes his reads. Takes a snap. Coates is going to throw. Fires to the left-hand side. Well, it looks like the whistle had blown.
Not exactly sure what happened. There's a flag on the ground. They blew the ball dead.
Just waiting to see here what the official word is on that penalty as another flag was thrown.
And players are talking again. They're starting to get more chippy as this game goes on.
Well, as the game goes on, Muscatine's up 12. I mean, there's no reason to panic here if you're the Riverhawks. You just have to continue to do what you've done all day, and that's keep Maurice Coates in check.
Yeah,
and we hear Javon Menard telling his team on the sideline, "Hey, let's wake up."
And they're moving the ball up. I'm not
Yep.
exactly.
So that must have been on Muscatine. Javon Menard's telling him, "Wake up! We're making too many mistakes." As the Midwest Hawks are threatening to score here in Week 2 MA8FL action. Riverhawks defense got to find a way here to get a stop. Receivers to his left and right, tight end to the left, single back. Coates takes the snap. He's going to hand the ball off to a wide open lane inside the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Midwest Hawks. Just like that, this is a one-score ball game.
Well, I mentioned it right before that blinking. You said it. Blinking, you'll miss it. This game is really starting to get little too close for comfort. Right there, the defensive line just didn't apply the pressure they've been applying all day. The offensive line got a good push, opened up a hole. Running back got into the secondary. But the Riverhawks just need to settle down. Both sides of the ball need to. I think after that fumble turnover, they're trying to get a little too cute with it, and now they just need to calm down, get back into the rhythm that they had beforehand and reestablish, because just something right now is not clicking with this team. But that's always how football is. It's a game of momentum. Midwest Hawks have all the momentum. At every level you play, it's going to be about the momentum. So let's see if we could flip it back to in our favor.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. As we await the extra point here, receivers to the left and right, tight end to the left, single back for Coates. Riverhawks defense showing pressure, and they'll take it. He barely got that football off as he was rushed there. And another incomplete extra point. 24-18 Muscatine. This is a ball game again, folks. We'll be right back here. You're watching Muscatine Riverhawks football on the Riverhawks Media Network. If you are looking for a place for fellowship and worship with great people, look no further than River City Church, welcoming those small walks of life and faith with 2 Sunday services at 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. in Moline and 10 a.m. in Milan. More information can be provided by calling 309-764-5685 or 309-558-0065. River City Church, proud sponsors of the Muscatine Riverhawks. And welcome back here, Riverhawks Media Network. Tyler Bean, Jake Landry on the call. The Midwest Hawks drive, a quick run and score. It's 24-18, Jake.
Yeah, if you're the Riverhawks, like I said, you just need to calm down and reestablish. Coaching staff is getting their players fired up. They're trying to figure this out. I mean, there's still a lot of football left to be played.
Tons. There's 16 game minutes. We probably got another good hour on the call here.
Yep, there's still a chance for either team to really kick it into gear here. So, I mean, I'm having fun, though, so it's a good football game.
Hey, I'm having a good time, too, partners. They're going to kick it away, boom, to the left sideline, and they'll let it go. The Riverhawks will get the penalty flag in good field position on high-tech signs. First down for all your signage needs. Look no further than high-tech signs and apparel.
Now let's see if the offense can get back into their rhythm here. I'm seeing Zach Taylor. He no longer has his shoulder pads on, so I guess it means that Kyle Franklin is going to lead the way for the rest of this game.
That's what it looked like. That's what it looks like here. Another notable Dylan Mine, number 7, has had his shoulder pads off for quite some time, along with linebacker number 52, Logan Larson-Smith. I would assume we don't have Elisa Salters or Pam Oliver. They are out for the remainder of this game.
No, they're going to re-kick.
Yeah, it looks like Eric Johnson decided to take the yards there and force them to kick again. Hey, calling it right now. We're getting a kick return for a touchdown for the first time this year, partner. What do you say?
No, we almost had a chance earlier with Zach Minch returning one. And I jumped out of my chair because I thought, man, we had a big explosive play. But, hey, never say never here. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, boots it away. It's going to roll on the ground. Mundine there. And they're going to let it roll out of bounds again. Hey, here's the deal. Oh, well, I don't know. Tools on the sideline there looks pretty physically upset. I'm not sure if a Riverhawks player touched it. If they touched it and it rolls out of bounds, it's not a flag.
I believe number 13, Devontae Levi, put his hand on it and it bounced out of bounds, so they're going to get the ball right there.
Yeah, well, hey, not terrible field position. Looks to be about I'd say about the 20-yard line, but you could clearly see Alan O'Toole saying, I told you not to touch it. I told you not to touch it. If they're going to kick it out of bounds, you got to take the favorable yards there. But it'll be a high-tech signs first down again for all your sign needs and apparel. Look no further than high-tech signs there in Muscatine. And the Riverhawks first down, looking to get a score back here. Just over 4 minutes left. If you're just joining us, this was a 24-6 game at the start of the second half, right about the 10-11 minute mark of the second half. The Riverhawks, Franklin to Laji Diallo connection brought us to 24-6, but the Midwest Hawks have fought their way back. Here we go, first down, delay handoff. He's got some room, he's got some space, continues to break tackles, continue to push the line, and hey, how about that kind of play to really push the tempo and fire up your sideline?
That's how you start a drive, positive play, not just a positive play, a big positive play like that. If you get yardage like that for the rest of the game, you're in good shape, but perfect play call right there, a little pump fake there to get the defense drawn off. Right up the middle, breaking a bunch of tackles. Did not get a chance to see who was running that ball there. but great run and is going to put you in good position.
Well, it's going to be a penalty on Muscatine that drives them
mind.
back yet again. We've talked about this. The mistakes are going to kill you, and that was a good start, a good play to start the drive, and here we are yet again being driven another 5 yards back.
Well, like I said, drive killers. I don't want to say a drive killer if the drive never really started, so let's see if they could fix that mistake and make up for whatever they just lost.
Well, I can tell you right now, the sideline that we're looking at for Muscatine in the first half is no longer there. Pretty quiet. So hopefully that picks up here. 24-18 with just over 3.5 minutes left here in the third quarter of play. Franklin with 3 receivers to his left awaits the snap. Oh, and the snap's way over his head. He's just going to have to fall on top of it, man. What is going on?
That's everybody, and nobody is safe from the mistakes right now, and just seems like they're stunned almost, that they don't know what to do. Everybody just calm down. That's step one. Calm down. And it starts on the sideline. Everybody needs to start picking each other up. Say, hey, man, focus, figure it out. Because right now, this is not the Riverhawks team we literally saw about 6-7 minutes ago.
It's a game of momentum, and right now the Midwest Hawks have all the momentum here as the Riverhawks offense is looking to continue a drive here late in the third quarter. 24-18 Muscatine.
Third and forever.
Yeah, third and miles. Third and miles.
Oh,
yet again.
second down. Sorry about that.
Sorry,
Yeah.
second and miles. Let's see what the Riverhawks offense can do to try and fight their way back and to get some of that momentum back. Franklin with a single back, receivers to his left. Franklin awaits the snap, takes it, hands the ball off to Ariro Greer, who chunks away a few yards. It'll be third down.
Not sure if they were trying to play it safe or what. I mean, you're pinned back that far in your own territory. I guess you don't want to risk another bad snap like the play before, or you can't really allow your quarterback to drop back and get a good drop and set his feet and throw the ball, because that pressure from the Midwest Hawks this half has been pretty phenomenal in the second half of this, or the back half of this quarter.
Yep, and just under 2 minutes here. You can see it on the scoreboard, folks. The guest scoreboard side is not working, so that's why we're here. We're here to cover that. The Midwest Hawks with 18, Muscatine 24. Third down and long. Let's see if Muscatine can't get a first down or at least give themselves favorable field position for a kick. Franklin awaits the snap. Oh, and that should be an offsides. I don't think I saw anyone on the Riverhawks side move. Partner, did you?
I don't think I did either. That's a hard count. That'll give him a few more yards, give him a little bit of breathing room there.
Yep, that must have been a hard count play, assuming that the ball doesn't get driven back. Winds picked up considerably here in the second half, folks. I think I said 10 to 15 mile-an-hour gusts. We're starting to feel the 20 mile-an-hour gusts. I'm holding on to this tent for dear life, hoping I can get out of this game without being flown away. If not, my partner will take care of the rest of the way. Third down and long. Franklin takes the snap. Fires over the middle. It's caught. Complete.
No, incomplete.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're
Incomplete.
good. I got the perfect angle right here, but that was intended for Shea Mundine. A little crossing route over the middle. And, nope, that's going to bring up fourth down. I like the play call, though. The hard count was able to give them a little bit of breathing room, so they were able to open up the playbook a little bit more than just running and trying to keep from causing a safety or worse, a defensive touchdown.
Late here in the third quarter, folks, on the Riverhawks Media Network, I would say now's a good time to cast your vote for the Danview Win player of the game. We'll bring them into the tent, hopefully after a Riverhawks win, to discuss this week's game. Braymeyer to kick, boots the ball away, good kick. He's going to have to run back. That's very favorable. Very good stop by Shea Mundine, and it will be first down for the Midwest Hawks. Let's take a quick break. 24-18 Muscatine. You're watching Riverhawks football here on the Riverhawks Media Network. This is the portion of our broadcast where you can see your ad in our next upcoming podcast or live stream game. The Muscatine Riverhawks provide a wide variety of sponsorship packages to cater the needs of your business. More information on these packages can be provided to you from Kyle Bass or Eric Johnson, and their contact information is 563-29. And welcome back here, Riverhawks Media Network. 48 seconds and counting here in the third quarter. And a big drive here for the Midwest Hawks as they can tie or take the lead with a score. Throw to the right side. He's got it. Picks it up, and that'll be another first down.
Yeah, they did this last drive. They really got their tempo moving with that first catch. The quarterback gets in a rhythm. Coach is now kind of feeling it in the passing game, something that didn't exist in the first half. Now they're really letting it fly.
Well, something I figured at some point would happen for this Midwest Hawks offense. They weren't going to sleep for long, and they haven't. Here in the second half with 20 seconds left and counting, they're pushing, and they're pushing very hard. Receivers to the left and right. Single back for Coates as he awaits the snap. Takes the snap. He's going to fire it off again. Fires it off to the right side. Incomplete. Good coverage there. It'll be second down.
Well, that play was a pass play straight to number 88, Caleb Buell, again, through and through. The minute he got that ball in his hands, he was going to number 88. But that was good coverage. I believe that was Javon Menard. Man-to-man coverage, not letting anything get by him. Very good play by the cornerback there.
Yeah, and you're looking here, just 1 second, one tick left here on the clock in the third quarter before we take another break and bring you the fourth quarter action. Week 2, MAFL, 2-1-0 teams looking to go 2-0. The Midwest Hawks, left and right, receivers, single back for Coates as he awaits the snap. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff. Coates still has the ball, looking, has nothing. Fires off to the left-hand side. He's got it completed. And a gang tackle there as he gets a few extra yards. That will be the end of the third quarter.
Yeah, right there. The defense just did not get enough pressure on the quarterback. The coverage can only be there so long and do their job for so long. Eventually, somebody's going to get open. Need to see more pressure on Coates if you want to get this game alive.
Players raising their hands. Fourth quarter. We got a ball game, folks. 24-18 Muscatine over the Midwest Hawks. We'll be right back. Riverhawks football on the Riverhawks Media Network. Back here on the Riverhawks Media Network. Diallo gets the ball, heads left, heads to the right. He breaks a couple of tackles, and he could go. He's to the 20, to the 10. Could go all the way for a Boonies Riverhawks touchdown.
Man, I'm hungry.
And what's this, folks? Change of events as Diallo's off the field. Looks like he's on Iowa Avenue in Muscatine. I think he said something about being hungry. He crosses the street. He jumps the curb. Oh, look no further. He's at Boonies on the Avenue. Let's head inside. That is an MVP play, and you could be the MVP of your team at home by heading to Boonies on the Avenue in Muscatine. A family restaurant with over 27 big screen TVs, daily food and drink specials to cater the needs of any sports fan, from a rookie to a Hall of Famer. Looking for a night out or a place to watch the big game? Look no further than Boonies on the Avenue, located at 214 Iowa Avenue in Muscatine, or by phone at 563-263-0626. Boonies on the Avenue, proud sponsors of Muscatine Riverhawks football. And welcome back here on the Riverhawks Media Network. Start of the fourth quarter. We're diving right into the action. Coates fires deep and just barely misses. That would have been a tying score.
Number 17, Denari L is the intended receiver there. Had him beat over the top, and Coach just barely overthrew him. Thank your lucky stars that they didn't make that catch, but, yep, you live to fight another day.
Yeah, defensive backs here got to watch it because Coates is going to put the ball in his hands here late to try to bring his team back from a 24-6 deficit that we had late in the at the start of the third quarter. The Riverhawks scored right away. Franklin to Diallo on the deep pass. And then from there on out, it's been all Midwest Hawks here in the fourth quarter. Coates with a back deep. Receivers to his right and left. Let's see if the Riverhawks can't show a little pressure here. They do. Coates moving to his right. Fires, and it's caught. Caught just at the goal line here. It's going to be a first and goal for the Midwest Hawks.
Yeah, we got a player down on the field. Look like we have a Riverhawk back in the pocket where the quarterback was. Oh, he looks like he's hurting.
I'm not entirely sure who that is. Folks, but let's give him the respect he's deserved, and we'll be back here on the Riverhawks. If you are looking for signs for your team or business, look no further than High Tech Signs and Apparel, a state-of-the-art full-service sign shop, and from the clean and modern off-light shop to the latest technology in designing and producing signs, High Tech Signs has a sales staff of over 25 years' experience to cater your every need. Services include large format digital printing, interior signage, exterior signage, vehicle solutions, and apparel. When it comes to solving the sign problems, the solution is High Tech Signs and Apparel. Located at 3359 Middle Road, Suite 2 in Bettendorf, you can call them with any of your questions at 563-449-9400. High Tech Signs and Apparel, proud sponsors of Muscatine Riverhawks football.
Nutrition Outlet. If you are looking to maintain your health or get back in shape, Nutrition Outlet provides a wide variety of products and services, including biometric scanning, organic salon, detox sessions, emotional balancing, and natural health assessments. Contact them at 563-264-8124. Nutrition Outlet, proud sponsors of Muscatine Riverhawks football.
And welcome back here on the Riverhawks Media Network. Midwest Hawks threatening here to tie the ball game. 24-18. Coates awaits the snap, takes the snap, looks, fires to his left, and he's out of bounds. It'll be second down.
Also, to note that McCarty was the man down on the field. He's been playing very well today. He's been playing his lights out, but he is okay. He walked off on his own power. Go back to the play before the one that just happened. I got to talk that the pressure is there, but they're not quite getting to the quarterback well enough. What's going on is this coach is scrambling around and extending the play. Somebody's going to get open no matter what if you allow him that much time. Secondary's doing all they can. Need to see more pressure there on the quarterback.
11:28 here in the fourth quarter. Pivotal possession here. Let's see if the Riverhawks defense can make a stop. Coach with receivers to his left, tight left, single back. Takes the snap. Looks, Coates is going to walk in, and he's in. Touchdown, Midwest Hawks.
A little speed option, but he just kept it himself. There was an open gap. A little over pursue on the outside is what it looked like, but, I mean, looks like Midwest Hawks, they're in a rhythm right now. They're in a groove. There's nothing stopping them, and this is right now is the moment where those extra points, you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot here by not getting those extra points earlier on in the game.
Well, and an extra point here for the Midwest Hawks would put them up for the first time today. It would also be the first time that Muscatine has trailed all season through 1 3/4 games. And let's see what happens. Coates, the man that just scored, awaiting the snap with a single back and receivers to his left and right. Coates, that's a high snap. He's going to go absolutely nowhere. He tried dishing the ball out, and it went absolutely nowhere. So we got a 24-24 ball game. Let's take another break, thank our sponsors, and we'll be right back here for the rest of the fourth quarter action on the Riverhawks Media Network.
If you're in the mood for some new ink, look no further than Pearl City Tattoo. Bill Kaufman opened Pearl City Tattoo in 2005 and has grown to be the most recommended tattoo shop in Muscatine, believing that every customer deserves the best experience possible, and they set the standard for communication, prompt scheduling, and transparent pricing. If you have questions, you can reach out to Bill on Facebook and Instagram or contact them at 563-263-7001, proud sponsors of Muscatine Riverhawks football. This is the portion of our broadcast where you can see your ad in our next upcoming podcast or live stream game. The Muscatine Riverhawks provide a wide variety of sponsorship packages to cater the needs of your business. More information on these packages can be provided to you from Kyle Bass or Eric Johnson, and their contact information is 563-299-8334 or 309-721-5560. We look forward to your support this season, and as always, go Riverhawks.
And we're back here on the Riverhawks Media Network. Folks, I said it early in the second half. Don't blink. A 24-6 lead for Muscatine is gone in the blink of an eye. Muscatine picks the kickoff up, heads to the left-hand side, gets himself a few yards, still on his feet, still going. Oh, my goodness, folks. Across midfield. And that is great field position, great effort. I'm not sure who the kick returner was there.
That was Laji Diallo, but, man, I thought that was Devin Hester or Deion Sanders making a bunch of moves for a very solid return, dancing. And that was entertaining to watch.
Hey, you say don't blink for the lead. Don't blink when that man has the ball, because now you see him, now you don't.
Absolute playmaker right there.
And that is a high-tech signs first down located in Bettendorf, not Muscatine. Thank you, partner, for mentioning that. My apologies to the high-tech signs crew if you're watching. Thank you for your support of Muscatine Riverhawks football. We've got a high-tech signs first down. the Muscatine Moving Company, it's time to start moving.
Absolutely. You definitely have stalled out the last few drives. Get a good play, because they had the chance with a good play, but they got the penalty that killed the drive. So get a solid 5 or 6 yard pass, 5 or 6 yard run. Just move the football right now. That is all you need to focus on. Not scoring, move the football.
First down in yardage for Muscatine, 11:08 remaining in regulation, 24 all. Come on, offense. Let's get a push here. Let's get some movement, as this will be Kyle Franklin's game the rest of the way, as he's got receivers to his right. Awaits the snap. Franklin drops, back, fires, across the middle. And I believe that's an incomplete pass. It'll be second down.
Well, like I said right there, that was a short pass that they were trying to get where they could establish the rhythm, the tempo, but incomplete, nothing going for them, would bring up second down.
Well, I tell you what, a touchdown would be huge here for the morale on the sideline, and not only to put you back up, but maybe give the defense a little bit more of a chip on their shoulder to play with. Martin Barnhart calling the offense here for Muscatine. It's going to be a second down and about 12 or 13 yards.
Yeah, it's tough for a defense to get out there, because whenever your offense stalls, you're just like, man, now we got to carry this team on our back.
Yep. Franklin awaits the snap with a back to his right and deep. Awaits the snap. Takes the snap. Handoff up the middle. Got a lot of yards. Breaks to the left. Oh, he nearly broke loose. That's going to be another high-tech signs first down. Muscatine Moving Company, beep, beep. We're starting to move.
Zach Minch, that man is having a day today. He could catch, he could run, he could do it all. He could even return kicks. He is having a fantastic day. Open hole up the middle. That's what we want to see all day from that offensive line. Great play there.
Yep, what a great play from Zach Minch. Nearly broke it. That would have been a huge touchdown play. But instead, it's another Muscatine Riverhawks first down, and we are pushing about 10 minutes left in regulation, 10:25 on the clock. Looks like he's going to have receivers to his left and right, backs in between Kyle Franklin awaiting the snap. Takes the snap. Looks like he tried faking the ball off there, and it did not work. Looked like one of those double option plays that didn't go anywhere. It'll be second down.
Yeah, that's called a mesh play there for everybody back home. You have two options to hand it to the running back. You're trying to confuse the defense, but the pressure was there. They were not fooled the whole way. It's going to bring up second and long.
Yeah, it looks like we got a little more talking here, folks. I wouldn't expect anything less as we're under 10 minutes left. This just has the feel of a late playoff or championship game. Both teams very competitive, both teams very deep, showing why they deserve to be one of the top teams in this league this year. And Muscatine looking to push, looking to get that score. As the clock ticks down, my anxiety through the roof. Hope you're the same at home watching Riverhawks football on the Riverhawks Media Network. As Kyle Franklin again with dual backs, maybe another mesh-type play as he's got a receiver to his left and right. Franklin takes the snap. Hands the ball off to Greer. Greer pushing through, and not a whole lot of room. It's going to be third down.
They're trying to go back on the ground. More pushing and shoving, more jawing, but they're trying to go back to the ground scheme. You know, neither's been really working, and thought they were getting him back into rhythm after that big run by Minch, but it looks like they're still struggling a little bit. Third down and long. They have to score here. I mean, it's two-down territory, of course. You get two chances, but as of right now, you need to have a big play here.
Well, right now you're looking at maybe 5 or 6 yards for the first down. The cone here just in front of us here in the broadcast tent.
Well, actually, partner, I'll point that out. They already got that first down. They got pushed back.
Oh,
so they have to
hey, that's
score.
why you're here.
Yep.
Yeah, so this is a big possession for Muscatine. If they can get a score out of this, this would be huge as we're approaching 8.5 minutes left, fourth quarter, tie ball game at 24. Tyler B. and Jake Landry on the call here in Muscatine, Iowa. The first big test for the Riverhawks this year. Franklin takes a snap. Looking. He's got nothing. He's got a guy coming behind him. He's got to get rid of the football. That's going to be incomplete. It's going to be fourth down.
He had all the time in the world for that, but the secondary stood there. One thing I wanted to point out, though, is the receivers were not moving after that play broke down. As a receiver, you got to know if the play breaks down, your quarterback has to get out of the pocket. You got to scramble to get open. You either got to run back towards him, or if you're short, you go long. You got to know as a receiver, and if it comes down to it, you need to know where you need to be.
Yeah, and it looks like we're going to have a timeout here on the field where Muscatine's going to look to try to drive and score. We'll be right back here on the Riverhawks Media Network.
Have some critters bugging you and your home team or business?
Call The Bugman, the top quality pest control service in Muscatine. Services include tackling ants, bed bugs, bees, cockroaches, fleas or mites, hornets, wasps, home inspections, and so much more. Give them a call at 563-554-2847. The Bugman, proud sponsor of the Muscatine Riverhawks. The Quad City Insulators. With over a decade in home comfort, the Quad City Insulators exist to serve the needs of their homeowners, architects, farmers, and business owners. The amount of money that is wasted due to heating and cooling loss has created a strong demand for not only their superior products, but superior workmanship. They can be contacted at 309-373-0505 and are proud sponsors of the Muscatine Riverhawks. Welcome back here on the Riverhawks Media Network. Tyler Bean, Jake Landry in the broadcast tent. 24-24, big fourth down for the Muscatine offense. You gotta do something, and it's got to be now, because the Midwest Hawks have seemed to have found Muscatine's kryptonite in Maurice Coates. He's absolutely been fantastic this second half, and the Riverhawks offense has to find a way to get a score here.
Yeah, if you don't score right now this play, then you find yourself down for the first time this season. See how they respond.
Franklin under center. It's going to be a big sweep, and it's going to be a fumble. Laji Diallo looking to make something out of nothing, and he's going to be absolutely stuffed on the other side of the 50 in a failed fourth down attempt. The Midwest Hawks get the ball back, and it will be first down for Midwest Hawks.
That is about the last thing you needed to happen on that offense. Odd to see that they went under center. That's not a look that you typically see from this offense, typically a gun pistol formation offense. Try to do the toss play. I guess the timing was just off. Just not a good position.
It looked like the pitch was maybe just a bit high, and that was the reason why Diallo couldn't get his paws on it. But nevertheless, the Midwest Hawks here on the other side of midfield, threatening to take the lead. If there's a bigger possession for this Riverhawks defense, it is right now. They have to make a turnover, have to make something happen. Here as Coates has the ball. First down in yardage. Receivers choose left and right, single back. Coates takes the snap, quick handoff, fakes the handoff. He's absolutely stuffed at the line of scrimmage. Will have absolutely nothing. That's a great play, second down.
Glad to see the defense still has some life in them. Definitely need them to carry this game right now. Let the offense take some time on the sideline and adjust. Good pressure like we saw earlier in the game. That's the defense that we all know and love.
For those watching at home, 7 minutes, 45 seconds remaining. And the clock is running. So a good first stop for the Riverhawks defense. Got to have another. Excuse me, sir, can I have another? That's where I'm at right now. That's my mindset here on a second down and long. Coates with a single back. So he awaits the snap. Takes the snap. Looking to throw. Pass deep off to the left. Incomplete.
Might have got it. Looks like they're asking for, if there is a flag on the ground, they're going to get him for PI. 21, Danny Walters on the coverage. They're going to get him for pass interference. I don't think he turned around. Big key to playing defense. If you don't want a pass interference, you got to get your head around to go for that ball and play the ball. But I don't think he did, and they're going to get him for it. They're definitely going to nail him for it.
That's a huge play, and Eric Johnson wants to know why that flag came in so late.
It's because he didn't get his head around. I don't know if he made enough contact to warrant that flag, but you know, if you don't get that head around, the referee's going to get you 9 out of 10 times.
Yeah, that's a huge, huge play this late in the game. We're looking at just over 7 minutes, folks, and the Midwest Hawks, they're knocking on the doorstep of taking a lead. They were down 24-6 with a little over 11 minutes left in the first half. And all of a sudden, in the blink of an eye, here we are, tie ball game at 24. You just have to think there's going to be a big play on this Riverhawks defense if they want to make something happen to get their offense the ball back, as there's more discussions here along the lines of the yardage that will be given up on this penalty.
Well, a big part of it that we saw last week that we're not seeing this week is turnovers. They absolutely dominated the turnover battle last week. We have not seen them too much of that this week, besides on the extra point there was an interception and I believe a fumble earlier in the game. But other than that, you know, it's been pretty quiet on the turnover battle, so you kind of want to see more numbers coming. Get it. Pick right here would be huge. Pick 6 would be even better. But, just something we have not seen too much today is the turnovers.
It's going to be right near a first down and goal for the Midwest Hawks, maybe just outside that last cone. Riverhawks defense waiting for play to resume here. 7 minutes, 13 seconds left for those watching at home. The Midwest Hawks on the doorstep, and they're showing why. The championship mindset, they did not give in when they could have, and Muscatine's just made a few more mistakes this afternoon. Let's see if we can't get a big stop here. Receivers to his left and right, single back deep for Coates. So he awaits the snap. Takes the snap, lost the football, huge fumble, but he picked it right back up, and it'll get right back to the line of scrimmage. Man, that would have been a good one to pick up, partner.
Oh, that's exactly the thing that the Riverhawks needed right there. If they could have fallen on that, that would have been put them up in very good position to take the lead of this ball game.
Hats off to Maurice Coates for immediately picking that back up. Some quarterbacks would have just fell right on top of it. He picked it up and tried to make something out of nothing. It's second down and goal here for the Midwest Hawks, who are looking to take the lead for the first time today. The Muscatine Riverhawks looking to keep them out of the end zone. And let's see if the Riverhawks defense can come up with a very big stop here. 6 minutes, 25 seconds and counting as the clock ticks. Maurice Coates, the quarterback, waiting the snap. Single back deep, receivers to his left and right.
Try to get him with a hard count.
Takes the snap, lots of pressure. Get there. What a big sack! Boom, baby! Big sack. Who was that on the play? I'm trying to find a number.
It almost looks like number 9, Shea Mundine.
Oh, yeah, big boy Shea Mundine with the big pressure, big sack, huge partner. What a huge play this late in the game. 5:52 and counting, and the Riverhawks defense so far answering the call.
Well, that sets the offense back so far. That is exactly what this defense needed. Maybe something that the sideline needed, because they are silent over here. That sack got them a little cranked up, and definitely coming from a leader like Shea Mundine, that is what you want to see.
Third down and goal. It is third down and goal, I believe. Yes, third down and goal. Midwest Hawks have to score.
2 down territory, though. They could definitely have some
100%.
breathing room.
Coates, single back, almost lost the football again. Gets to the outside, makes a guy miss, and he'll be out of bounds right there at the 15-yard line. It'll be fourth down and goal.
Looks like Coates a little slow to get up on the play, but once again, him just making plays with his feet, not much you could really do about it at the moment. Just keep applying that pressure and get an arm around him and bring him down.
Well, partner, every single time I see him take the snap, he's almost losing the football. Obviously, it's not wet. We're on turf, so I don't know if it's just a misunderstanding between the quarterback and center, but inevitably it's a fourth down and goal and a huge one, and they're going to call a timeout. So let's take a quick break. If you need to use the bathroom or eat something, don't do it. 5:13, 24-24. We'll be right back here. Muscatine Riverhawks football on the Riverhawks Media Network. Looking to level up your game this offseason or take care of your body midseason for that late season playoff push? Then Badlands Fitness is the place for you. Badlands Fitness is the Quad Cities' choice for elite athletic training for athletes of all ages, all sports, and levels. Contact them at 309-617-6416. Badlands Fitness, proud sponsors of Muscatine Riverhawks football. All-American Diner, the leading restaurant serving Muscatine County, and surrounding areas since 2020, serving breakfast all day as well as lunch and dinner. They offer a fish fry every Friday and a buffet on the weekends. For your next meal, visit All-American Diner in Muscatine or call for more information at 563-263-2224. All-American Diner, proud sponsors of Muscatine Riverhawks football. And welcome back here on the Riverhawks Media Network. Tyler Bean, Jake Landry, 5:13 left to go in regulation, 24 all. Fourth down and goal for the Midwest Hawks, and Muscatine looking to keep them out of the end zone. Whistle blows, play resumes. Coates, who's just been the man all day for the Midwest Hawks, has 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right, no backs. He's all alone. The Riverhawks showing a little bit of pressure, but laying off. Takes the snap. Coates, all by himself, fires. Boom, baby! It's intercepted! Intercepted! He's still on his feet! Shea Mundine into the 15, the 10, he's loose! Touchdown, Muscatine!
What was I saying?
What a huge play, partner!
What a huge play. Shea Mundine, with just under 5 minutes left, has made this a 6-point game. Unbelievable.
What an amazing play. We were just talking about what did they need? A turnover and a pick six would be even better off the back of a leader like Shea Mundine having himself a day. What an awesome play to witness. This is a football game right here,
Golly,
people.
my first big call on the Riverhawks Media Network, and my voice cracked. I cannot believe it. I actually can believe it. But Muscatine with the huge pick six late in the game, under 5 minutes. Talk about moments of the year. That's got to be one of them so far.
Early in the season, and we have a candidate for it. Wow, what a play. I was up. We were both up and jumping. This whole sideline is cranked up. I hope that is the kick that this team needed to get back to what they were earlier in this half, because they have needed something. They have been silent. Now they are cranked up. Hopefully the offense gets some points right here, get you some separation.
That turnover and defensive score brought to you by the Ronald McDonald House Charities of Eastern Iowa, Western Illinois, providing love and support to families with sick children when they need it the most. Extra point. Franklin out on the sweep to Greer. Greer does not get in. It's a 6-point ball game. Wow, partner. Someone get the defibrillator. I think my heart stopped. Let's take a quick break. 4:57 left. Muscatine 30. Midwest Hawks 24. You're watching Riverhawks football on the Riverhawks Media Network.
Holler's Bar and Grill. Food to drool over and entertainment to make you dance. This is what you would imagine in a Quad Cities bar, and Holler's Bar and Grill is just the place to have it. Serving happy hour every day from 3 to 5 p.m. with daily drink and food specials. They also deliver. Contact them at 309-277-9028. Holler's Bar and Grill, proud sponsors of Muscatine Riverhawks football.
Welcome back here on the Riverhawks Media Network. You may have heard me say, holy shnikes. 30-24, Muscatine over the Midwest Hawks. Here on the Riverhawks Media Network. Hey, if you're the defense now, you've got something to prove. Less than 5 minutes, you know that the Midwest Hawks have to at least score to tie and get the extra point to take the lead. Let's do it.
Well, the offense wasn't getting it done. Shea Mundine said, you know what, I'll do it myself.
Yeah, fantastic play by number 9, veteran player. He catches it. He's going to go to the outside. I don't know. That should be a block in the back, folks. I don't know if you guys saw it like we did. It looked like a block in the back. Are they going to throw a flag?
They did. I just saw them throw it. Colby Duckworth on the return. It's coming back, though.
Yeah, that's going to come back.
Obvious. There's about 2 or 3 blocks in the backs on that one, so it's obviously coming back.
Yeah, there's no way. I mean, from our vantage point here, we could just see it, and as the returner went to the outside to the left, immediately a block in the back.
Yeah, that flag flew pretty quick. And the Riverhawks sideline is fired up about it, but they got the call. It's coming back.
Yeah, 4:48 left here in regulation. A 30-24 Riverhawks lead. Shea Mundine, the hero that came when we needed it the most. And I understand my production guy here reading the comments. Someone asked if we were supposed to be unbiased. I think you're thinking of the Watkins Sports News Network that is covering the game of the week. Granted, we're going to give credit. We're going to give credit to the opposition any chance we get. But of course, we are here for the Muscatine Riverhawks, and we're covering Riverhawks football all season long here on the Riverhawks Media Network. So just keep that in mind. We're not going to try to be super biased towards the Riverhawks, but this is the team that we cover. And granted, so far, Maurice Coates and Jason Coulter and that team over there coming back from a 24-6 deficit. Very impressive. And it looks like we did have a block in the back there. And it will be a first down in yardage for the Midwest Hawks, looking to bring it back here. 4:48 left in regulation. And let's see if the Riverhawks defense can answer the bell yet again and see if they can't get a big turnover, big sack, big play here on a first down. Coates takes the snap, went right to the tailback, immediately gave the ball right away. Tackled by Devin Davis. It'll be second down.
We're seeing more and more of that as this game goes on. Harder to handle that football. A bunch of handoffs like that have been going, and snaps have been just going like that. Maybe we could get another turnover deep in the Riverhawks territory.
Yeah, that'd be a huge play here. The Midwest Hawks looking to rush. Coates looking to make a throw. He's got no room. He's got nothing. He tiptoes up the sideline and is still running. Wide open, and he's going to take it right in for the Riverhawks touchdown. Did he not step out of bounds?
Nobody blew it dead. I think there's a flag on the play. I saw fly. I'm not exactly sure what happened because the Riverhawks secondary.
There's a flag on the play either. Right now, it looks to be.
It's coming. It looks like it's coming back. The Riverhawks secondary just stopped. That's why he was able to just move on through. But
yeah,
it's
I'm not
something.
sure. They're calling that a touchdown.
I'm not exactly sure what just happened.
That's a touchdown for Maurice Coates, and right back, it is a 30-30 ball game.
There is a flag on the field, however, back all the way. It looks like it's on the Riverhawks.
Yeah, that's a huge play.
Wow. That is not.
Well, I was confused from our vantage point if Coates had stepped out of bounds, and this is the dual threat quarterback we talked about. He just took it himself and took off, and the Riverhawks were almost left confused.
Well, breaking that down, it definitely looked like the Riverhawks thought the play should have been called dead. But, however, I'm going to point this out as a critic of the game. That whistle did not blow, and if you stop playing, that's on you. Coach did not stop playing. You get to hit him in the mouth. That's how the game works. So it's kind of a shame to see that the defense just kind of held up there.
Well, now the Midwest Hawks now have another opportunity to take the lead for the first time today. We're under 5 minutes, 4 minutes and 10 seconds for those keeping track at home. If you're just joining us, you've missed quite a second half. It was 24-6 at one point. Muscatine in the driver's seat, and the Midwest Hawks climb back to a 24-24 score. And then Shea Mundine with the pick six to go 30-24, and now the Maurice Coates long touchdown run has made it a tie ball game again.
That's going to be a controversial play we might have to cover in the podcast tomorrow.
Oh, absolutely, partner, absolutely. Anyway, Maurice Coates, for now, the touchdown stands, and it's 30-30. The Midwest Hawks looking to take the lead for the first time today. Coates is going to try to take it himself. Gets around the corner, tiptoes his way in. It is 31-24. Midwest Hawks over Muscatine. And for the first time this year, the Muscatine Riverhawks are down.
Down by 2, and that's where those extra points start to come in. The points you left on the board are starting to show right there clear as day. That's 2 points that they're down for the first time this season. Now, here's a chance to see a Riverhawks team we haven't seen yet coming from behind. So we'll see how Kyle Franklin and company comes out and approaches this game.
Yeah, with a game this close. With a game this close, folks, we're going to keep you right here on the Riverhawks Media Network. 32-30 here from Muscatine on the home opener. The Midwest Hawks were in the MA8FL Championship last year, fell short to a team in Peoria, the Peoria Punishers, who we will see next week. And a big kick return opportunity here for guys like Zach Minch and Laji Diallo talking in the backfield as we await the kick.
Talk about two guys who could definitely make a play happen right here, right now. Minch and Diallo both with a touchdown reception each earlier in the game. So let's see if they could get this kickoff return, definitely light up the scoreboard a little bit.
Here we go. No silly penalties here. I'm sure that's what Coach O'Toole's saying to the special teams unit. As the ball is kicked away, it goes right behind Laji Diallo.
And he has to return this. He touched it.
He's got to take it. Diallo gets absolutely nowhere, and they're going to be pinned back deep.
They're calling it a safety.
Wow. What a huge play. A safety for Laji Diallo.
Oh, and now they're going to get for they got a Riverhawk down. Not exactly sure what happened, but that's a safety on the field.
Oh, man, that's a Riverhawk down. Let's take a quick break here and sort this all out, folks. We'll be right back on the Riverhawks Media Network. From maintaining that perfect smile to the most complex dental needs, Parkway View Family Dentistry is committed to providing you and your team with safe, gentle, and high-quality dental care. Sensitive to your needs, it is their goal to make you feel comfortable visiting their practice while providing the best possible care. Open 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday. More information can be provided or schedule an appointment by calling 309-792-0513. Parkway View Family Dentistry, proud sponsors of Muscatine Riverhawks football. If you are looking for a place for fellowship and worship with great people, look no further than River City Church, welcoming those small walks of life and faith with 2 Sunday services at 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. in Moline and 10 a.m. in Milan. More information can be provided by calling 309-764-5685 or 309-558-0065. River City Church, proud sponsors of the Muscatine Riverhawks. This is the portion of our broadcast where you can see your ad in our next upcoming podcast or live stream game. The Muscatine Riverhawks provide a wide variety of sponsorship packages to cater the needs of your business. More information on these packages can be provided to you from Kyle Bass or Eric Johnson, and their contact information is 563-299-8334 or 309-721-5560. We look forward to your support this season, and as always, go Riverhawks. We're back here on the Riverhawks Media Network. Diallo gets the ball, heads left, heads to the right. He breaks a couple of tackles, and he could go. He's to the 20, to the 10. Could go all the way for a Boonies Riverhawks touchdown.
Man, I'm hungry.
And what's this, folks? A change of events as Diallo's off the field. Looks like he's on Iowa Avenue in Muscatine. I think he said something about being hungry. He crosses the street. He jumps the curb. Oh, look no further. He's at Boonies on the Avenue. Let's head inside.
What's a pizza?
That is an MVP play, and you could be the MVP of your team at home by heading to Boonies on the Avenue in Muscatine. A family restaurant with over 27 big screen TVs, daily food and drink specials to cater the needs of any sports fan, from a rookie to a Hall of Famer. Looking for a night out or a place to watch the big game? Look no further than Boonies on the Avenue, located at 214 Iowa Avenue in Muscatine, or by phone at 563-263-0626. Boonies on the Avenue, proud sponsors of Muscatine Riverhawks football. All-American Diner, the leading restaurant serving Muscatine, Muscatine County, and surrounding areas since 2020, serving breakfast all day as well as lunch and dinner. They offer a fish fry every Friday and a buffet on the weekends. For your next meal, visit All-American Diner in Muscatine or call for more information at 563-263-2224. All-American Diner, proud sponsors of Muscatine Riverhawks football. Looking to level up your game in the offseason? Taking care of your body midseason for that late season playoff push? Then Badlands Fitness is the place for you. Badlands Fitness is the Quad Cities' choice for elite athletic training for athletes of all ages, sports, and levels. Contact them at 309-617-6416. Badlands Fitness, proud sponsors of Muscatine Riverhawks football.
Holler's Bar and Grill. Food to drool over and entertainment to make you dance. This is what you would imagine in a Quad Cities bar, and Holler's Bar and Grill is just the place to have it. Serving happy hour every day from 3 to 5 p.m. with daily drink and food specials. They also deliver. Contact them at 309-277-9028. Holler's Bar and Grill, proud sponsors of Muscatine Riverhawks football.
The Riverhawks Media Network is looking forward to bringing you, the fans, nonstop football action here this 2021 season. But we are also excited to bring you a way to get involved in the action and support a great cause all season long. The Muscatine Riverhawks, in partnership with the Riverhawks Media Network, are proud to bring the season-long donations with our partners of the Ronald McDonald House Charities of Eastern Iowa and Western Illinois. The Riverhawks have committed to donating as a team every time the defense gets a sack, turnover, touchdown, or safety. We are asking you, the fans, to get involved in this great organization that assists families with sick children stay close to each other and provide care and resources when they need it most. And welcome back here on the Riverhawks Media Network. 4 minutes, 2 seconds left. A lot to dissect. First and foremost, the player that was injured on the field, Brandon Burjoyce, will not return. Looks with an apparent leg injury. That's that. Secondly, they called it a safety initially after ownership and coaches joined on the field. They went to the rule book, decided that it is not a turnover, but not a safety, instead a touchback. So it's 32-30, Midwest Hawks, Muscatine, first down.
Movement on the front line.
Kyle Franklin took the snap, but it looks to be a false start, and that will drive the Riverhawks offense further back. Down 2 with just 4 minutes and a second left on the clock here in regulation.
Yeah, keys to the game, make less mistakes. This second half has been filled with nothing but mistakes, and some of them have been very, very costly. And that could be another one that may seem small right now, but that's just not how you want to start a drive.
Nope, not how you want to start a drive, but I tell you, partner, all afternoon this has looked like a very good playoff game and two teams that fully expect to be in the mix for an MAAFL title. And Muscatine here looking with 4 minutes left, still daylight, still a chance for them to make something happen, but it's got to happen now. On a first down, just driven 5 yards back on a false start. Franklin awaits the snap. Takes the snap, hands the ball off left side, still moving, gets maybe 2 or 3 yards. It'll be second down.
Zach Minch on that carry. I like his patience there. He had a man dive at him, but he stopped and he waited for the hole to open. Sadly, however, the offensive line did not open that hole, giving him not much space to run. Going to bring up second down.
Yep, 3 minutes and 40 seconds. The clock continues to tick as the Riverhawks are looking to make something happen here late in the second half. It's been back and forth here for about the last 10 game minutes. It was 30-24. Then Maurice Coates with the long touchdown run made it 30-30, and then the 2-point conversion on top, 32-30. Franklin awaiting his read, 3:13 to go. The clock continues to run. Franklin takes the snap, hands the ball off, left side, room, continues to burrow through. And a very good run. I'm not sure if that is a first down.
It looks like they're going to give them.
It'll be third down.
No, it's third down.
Should be third down about. They got to get to the midfield stripe.
Right there, that run. Once again, that's what you're looking for as an offensive line, is to open up the hole and gain 5 or 6 yards every play. Sadly, you had the penalty that pushes you back so far. It gives you a third and kind of long, not too long. Third, more manageable now.
And a good thing to see. You might be able to see it just on the right side of your screen there. Brandon Burjoyce up on his own power, trying to walk around. Not sure if we'll see him the remainder of this game, but hopefully all is okay. He's putting his helmet on for what it's worth. He's putting it on kind of the top of his head. So I would assume he's out for the remainder of this game. Third down and long for Muscatine. Clock starting to run out. 2 minutes and 22 seconds left in regulation. Takes the snap. Hands the ball off, trying to power it through. And he's going to come up short. It'll be fourth down.
It seems that they've completely abandoned the passing game. There's just, I guess, there's something going on on the receiving core that they just don't like right now at the moment, because they have just gone all run back to the ground. It's almost like we're back in last week right now. But I don't know. Just they've seemed to abandon that passing game, and they're not comfortable with it. Looks like a timeout on the field too for Muscatine maybe.
Yep, it's going to be a timeout. We'll take a quick break. 32-30, close game, close finish here. 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. We'll be right back here on the Riverhawks Media Network.
The Quad City Insulators. With over a decade in home comfort, the Quad City Insulators exist to serve the needs of their homeowners, architects, farmers, and business owners. The amount of money that is wasted due to heating and cooling loss has created a strong demand for not only their superior products, but superior workmanship. They can be contacted at 309-373-0505 and are proud sponsors of the Muscatine Riverhawks.
If you're in the Davenport area, check out the Dam View. Welcome to your favorite dive bar tucked away downtown. They host a wide range of beers, many of which are local, as well as daily specials, good service, and a large patio. Contact them at 563-324-4434. Proud supporters of the Muscatine Riverhawks.
If you're in the mood for some new ink, look no further than Pearl City Tattoo. Bill Kaufman opened Pearl City Tattoo in 2005 and has grown to be the most recommended tattoo shop in Muscatine, believing that every customer deserves the best experience possible, and they set the standard for communication, prompt scheduling, and transparent pricing. You have questions, you can reach out to Bill on Facebook and Instagram, or contact them at 563-263-7001. Proud sponsors of Muscatine Riverhawks football.
And welcome back here to the Riverhawks Media Network. Tyler Bean, Jake Landry. Big fourth down here, fourth and about 10 for Muscatine, and they need this one.
This is probably going to be the biggest play of the game right here if Muscatine does not convert. Oh, now we're getting a timeout, Muscatine. If Muscatine does not convert right here, it's looking like their chances to win this game are just getting slimmer and slimmer.
Right. So 32-30, we'll take another break here as a timeout was called after the 2-minute warning. We'll be right back on the Riverhawks Media Network. you are looking for a place for fellowship and worship with great people, look no further than River City Church, welcoming those small walks of life and faith with 2 Sunday services at 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. in Moline and 10 a.m. in Milan. More information can be provided by calling 309-764-5685 or 309-558-0065. River City Church, proud sponsors of the Muscatine Riverhawks. Have some critters bugging you and your home team or business? Call The Bugman, the top quality pest control service in Muscatine. Services include tackling ants, bed bugs, bees, cockroaches, fleas or mites, hornets, wasps, home inspections, and we're back here, Riverhawks Media Network. Big 4th down here. Franklin awaits the snap. 2 minutes to go. He's going to take the snap. Looks. Good protection. He's got to get rid of the football. Going deep. And it's intercepted by the Midwest Hawks. That will be a turnover. And just under 2 minutes left in this game.
Obvious passing situation there. Not much you could do as an offense. 3rd and forever. And you just got to let it fly and hope for the best. Now, defense needs to get a huge stop, and it's just looking like it's getting slimmer and slimmer.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many more timeouts Muscatine has. They can definitely stop the clock once or twice, I would believe. I don't know if they've used one here in this half.
What a ball game, though.
What a ball game.
Lots of good stuff going on here.
I mean, Muscatine got out to a big lead, and, championship teams, find ways to overcome battles, and the Midwest Hawks, all credit to them, have done that. There's still a minute 51 left in this ball game, so we're not necessarily out of the woods yet. And if you're Muscatine, you got to try to get a turnover here. You know they're going to keep it on the ground. Coates takes the snap. It's a handoff to the left side. And about a gain of 5, it'll be 2nd down.
It's one of the first big runs from someone that is not named Coates that I've seen there for the Midwest Hawks. And I'm just, seeing that a little bit of a second-half implosion. You got to bounce back next week. You got a big game next week for the Riverhawks if you don't finish here. You got Peoria next.
Absolutely.
Another big playoff implications kind of game, another playoff preview. But I could fully expect to see these two teams later in the postseason.
100% will be 2nd down for Coates and company as they're going to look to drive this clock. A minute 12 and change. Takes the snap. Coates with the direct snap. Moves to his left.
They're gonna offsides on the defense. Got him on the hard count.
And I show 3rd down here on the line, Judge. The minute 3 left.
I'll tell you what, it's going to be a long week this week for the Riverhawks because they know what's coming back, and 2, they know or what's coming next week. 2, they know exactly what how this game ended up going. They're going to be thinking about it all week. Definitely going to be a big thing for them. A big theme for next week is to bounce back, maybe get some momentum going into next week, and remember, hey, we've seen ourselves at our best, so hopefully we'll see a better performance next week.
Yeah, it's going to be 3rd down, and I mean they took the snap and dropped it. I don't know if they can run the clock out necessarily. 53 seconds left. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Oh, maybe some life there for the Riverhawks.
Well, maybe it looked like there was a penalty on the play. I'm not sure if that tacks on.
Oh, yep, that's tacking on. They're moving that ball up. Yeah, it's going to be 1st down.
Yep, going to be 1st down, and it looks like the Midwest Hawks are going to run the clock out here on the home opener in Muscatine. Assuming this score holds, the Midwest Hawks will move to 2-0. Muscatine will move to 1-1. Muscatine hosting the champion Peoria Punishers next week. The ball is down there. Time to announce our damn viewing player of the game, Shea Mundine. Shea Mundine had a huge play there in the 4th quarter, had another offensive touchdown, a defensive touchdown. Really was the big bright side of this Riverhawks team, and Missed opportunities today, partner. I don't know what else to say.
Absolutely. On Mundine's part, he had an outstanding game. 2 touchdowns, 1 on offense, 1 on defense, as this clock winds down. What a leader, though, he is. He really provided a spark in that second half, even though they weren't able to finish. However, for the team, there are some bright moments to take notice of here. Good quarterback play. We finally got to see that passing offense go. Not the outcome you wanted. However, there is still opportunity to look back at this game, look at the mistakes you made, and realize, okay, this is what we need to fix. We're going to fix it next week.
Yeah, and luckily we're only 2 weeks into this, partner, and I tell you, championship teams find a way. The Midwest Hawks are certainly one of those teams. And if you're Muscatine, it's a good loss, in terms of trying to find yourself. And every team does that. Really quick, partner, as we wrap up this broadcast, the final here today, Muscatine falls by 2 to the Midwest Hawks, 32-30. So many thank yous that I want to mention. Boonies on the Avenue, High Tech Signs, Pearl City Tattoo, Parkview Family Dentistry, River City Church, Badlands Fitness, All-American Diner, the Bugman of Muscatine, Howler's Bar and Grill, Quad City Insulators, Dam View Inn, the Ronald McDonald House Charities of Eastern Iowa and Western Illinois, and Nutrition Outlet. The others I want to mention, Kyle and Samantha Bass, Melissa Eric Johnson, Ownership, thank you. And then, of course, to the crew, we've got Brent Klinkenberg, Jacoa James, Zach Kohlberg, who's been running the camera all day today, Nehemiah DeClaw, who's been up in the bleachers running the other camera, Jake, of course, thank you to you for all your fine work. And then, of course, Troy Hippen here running the production software. Thank you very much. And the final thank you is to Monmouth College, the Monmouth College Communications Department. Obviously, I'm a Monmouth College graduate. You yourself will be one here in about a month or so. And so thank you to Monmouth for allowing us to have such great interns. It makes it all worthwhile when we can put things together. So other than that, we're going to have a lot to talk about here on the 5th episode of Riverhawks Weekly that will air Wednesday at 7 p.m., breaking down this game and looking forward to next week where the defending champion Peoria Punishers roll to town. The Riverhawks Media Network is looking forward to bringing you, the fans, nonstop football action here this 2021 season. But we are also excited to bring you a way to get involved in the action and support a great cause all season long. The Muscatine Riverhawks, in partnership with the Riverhawks Media Network, are proud to bring the season-long donations with our partners of the Ronald McDonald House Charities of Eastern Iowa and Western Illinois. The Riverhawks have committed to donating as a team every time the defense gets a sack, turnover, touchdown, or safety. We are asking you, the fans, to get involved in this great organization that assists families with sick children stay close to each other and provide care and resources when they need it most. So while you support the team on the field, come support our team in donating to this great cause. More information can be provided across all of our social media platforms or by visiting gf.me/u/ZPNWMM. Thank you, the fans, for all the support you've given the Muscatine Riverhawks over the last 5 years.